Hey guys, how are you? This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot and Tarot at 12. And this is, I almost said this is Pick a Card. I filmed a Pick a Card this morning. Did you see it? That was too funny. I meant to say this is Tarot at 12, but I had Pick a Card on the brain because I just did one this morning. Anyway, welcome. If that's a sign of how it's going to go, well, then it's going to be a lot of fun today. Welcome. We're going to do some free live tarot readings here. I do choose randomly, so please put your question there in the chat. It's very random. I don't look at names or questions. I literally pick random. So if luck is not something you would like to gamble on, you do have the option to become a priority question and get your reading right away. You do that by making a donation. I do have my link in the description, and my moderators post it for me as well. I can see we have Jane J here. Hello, my darling. How are you? So that being said, let's get going. Remember, donations are read first. So if you would like to do that, you do have that option. If, though, you do not want to do that and that's not in the cards for you, no problem, no pressure. I do this every day, first of all. Second of all, I have a large collection of pick-a-cards on my channel. Maybe some of those would suit your needs and help you out today. All right. So let us get going. You know what I realized? You guys on YouTube are ahead of me on, as far as the chat, on StreamYard, where I broadcast from. So interesting, and that makes a lot of sense because sometimes I'm looking for an answer, and you guys are like, "I already posted." It's because you're a little ahead of me, and I'm behind, so I don't see it. But that's beside the point. I just wanted to share that with you because that was annoying me. All right, I do see we have a donation. It looks like Amira. Thank you so much, my dear. We also have a donation left over from John Holmes yesterday. So when John Holmes pops on, I do need to make his question priority and add him to the list. But right now, Amira, thank you so much for your donation. Yep, I clicked that by accident, but yes, Jane J is absolutely right. And great idea. Subscribe, like, stay connected, support the channel. We're a family. All right, my friends, let's get going. All right, Amira. Amira would like to know, am I on Darren's mind, and does he still have love for me? All right, Amira, let's find out. We've been getting some kind of different energies coming in about Darren. So let's see where we're at today. I have the one of my new ones. I have the manga tarot spread out, trimmed. I did a flip through. If you want to see it, it's on my channel. I did it yesterday or the day before. Anyway, I left the borders on for the flip through, but Denise cut them all off. So there you go. So we're going to kick it off with this deck because I think it'll be fun. All right, Amira, are you on Darren's mind? Whoa. Is Amira on Darren's mind? And does he still have love for Amira? All right. Okay. Those crumbs are bothering me. Whenever you trim a deck, you always have leftover crumbs. And that's what I'm discovering is all these white dots. All right, there's our energy, and this is our spread. We're wondering about Darren. Is Amira still on Darren's mind? And is there love there? Sorry, I had to tuck my hair behind my ears. It's in my way. All right, so here we go. All right, well, we have King of Wands energy. The King of Wands is, this is a really good, strong, very positive energy, very successful. I'm going to pick up the cards because I realize I have a glare coming in. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, the King of Wands is, again, an energy that is really passionate and animated. You know, this is kind of the person who likes, who likes to come up with new ideas and very inspired kind of energy. So let's find out how that applies to the reading and to the question. Okay, so are you still on his mind? Well, we do have the Six of Pentacles here, and this is kind of about having a little pride, I see. I see that, you know, Darren is, you know, living life. We've got two kings. Kings or court cards, I mean, are typically about personality types. And again, this is energy. So we're reading this as the energy surrounding the spread. We've got some very positive energy and so forth. But here with this is about not letting pride get in the way. So I'm wondering what's going on with Darren. We do have our King of Swords. That's about being kind of emotionally detached, like kind of pulling back and not allowing those emotions to get in the way. Also, it looks like we have our Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about tradition, all about doing things in a way, staying the course, you know, kind of. So what I'm going to say right now, I don't think Darren has love on the mind of at all. Not for anybody. I don't think it means that he doesn't have feelings or won't have feelings or couldn't have feelings. But I feel like, you know, Darren is busy working on whatever it is in his life that's important, you know, to him right now. And, you know, the Hierophant talks about kind of having a fulfilling career, a fulfilling lifestyle. You know, it's about, you know, really walking a traditional path. So I think something has to do with work or getting life in order. So I don't think love is on the mind at all at the moment. Now let's pull an energy card, though. We need to see what's going on with the outcome. This is the cut card. So this is the energy of the outcome. All right, so we've got our Death card. This is about moving to a different chapter. Right now, the energy is looking like Darren is focused on himself. Relationships are not on Darren's mind. Now, are you still in there, though? Are you still in there? Let's find out. We're going to find out with one of our endgame cards. We're going to do a throwdown. We need to know, is Amira, is there a glimmer in there? Is Amira in there somewhere for Darren? Yes. Yes, you are. So you are in there. You in the mix. For lack of a better saying, you're in the mix. But we've got our Three of Cups, and this is all about social interactions, gatherings, things like that. It's also about personal satisfaction in relationship. And because I pulled this in direct response to my clarifying question, this does apply to whether or not you are in the mix. So right now, Darren is super focused, and being emotionally detached. He might have a little bit of a pride issue going on, and it might involve work because of our Hierophant. Could also involve education. Our Hierophant is often for education as well. So yeah, looking like it's probably kind of even Steven right now in terms of love. I don't see love in any way other than when I asked about you. So I don't think anybody else is in the picture either. All right, I hope that helped, Amira. I see some people coming in. Hello. Yes. Jas asked, is the chat lagging? And yes, indeed, mine is. So I don't know about you guys on YouTube. I'm broadcasting to YouTube, of course, but I'm on StreamYard, which is my streaming platform. My chat mirrors your chat, but I discovered this morning that it is a lag. So I sometimes don't see what you've written for another few seconds. I'm a little behind you as far as chat. Now, as far as the video, not sure. But, Jaded Kate, yeah, you made a good point. The chat doesn't lag for you guys, but on my end, because I'm on, StreamYard. So not good, but we'll muddle through it. It's not going to be a problem. We never have problems, right? Never. Now, looks like we do. We have another donation from Jaded Kate. Jaded Kate, thank you so much. Let's find out what your question is. Amira, thank you again, and you are very welcome. All right, so here we go. Can I get any hints about who my twin flame is? Have we met yet? And if not, how will we meet? Ooh, okay, so we're going to use the Witch's Tarot, my other new deck that is has promptly been trimmed. I've got a flip through for this one coming out this week, I believe. I'm not sure, I'd have to double check, but I did do the flip through before I chopped off the borders. I chopped them off. All right, so we're looking at hints about who Jaded Kate's twin flame is. Have we met this person? Has Jaded Kate met this person? Not me. How will Jaded Kate meet this person if this person is not in the picture yet? What is going on with the twin flame? All right, I almost dropped them. See all the, I don't know if you guys can see all the little white crumbs. Looks like dandruff. It's from me trimming decks. Okay, so here's our energy. We want to know about Jaded Kate's twin flame and what kind of hints we can get, where she can meet this person, or if perhaps this person is already there. Let's see what we've got for our energy. Okay, that's awesome. The energy is the sun. The sun is all about things going well, about enlightenment. It's about success. So it's about kind of rising above and getting out there into the sunshine. I mean, what could be better? I mean, the sun and the world card, those two cards are like, oh, I mean, it's like, how can you be better than the sun or the world, right? I mean, that just makes common sense, right? So we've got that as our energy. Let's see how it pulls in. Ooh, okay. So twin flame. All right. So this person, I believe, is somebody who has a lot of optimism. Our sun tells me that. So somebody who has a very positive outlook on life. We do have our Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands tells me that this person is looking for new opportunities to grow. So this is somebody who is likely going to be a little bit more of the level-headed person, and also at the same time as level-headed, it's somebody who has that little bit of a spontaneous go-get-em nature. So kind of nice, well-rounded person, as I described with our sun. The Wheel of Fortune, in this deck, they call it Wheel of the Year, but our Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles and things coming around. This is also about, a lucky break. This is about things happening. What else could you expect from somebody who is like the sun and somebody who wants to go out and make things happen? So I think this person is very well-rounded, very upbeat, very secure, logical type of person, but one who's also ready to kind of go get it, The other thing I'm noticing here is our Eight of Cups. This tells me that your person is not afraid to walk away from what's not working. And I don't mean that relationship-wise, like, hey, man, we're breaking up, sorry. I don't mean it like that. I mean, going to get something better. Like, okay, this is good, but we can strive for better. So this person seems to really have their shit together, for lack of a better term. It just really has their shit together. Now, we're not getting anything about have you met or how you might meet, so let's go ahead. Before I do that, no, let's do it this way. We're gonna take the end game cards, and we're gonna see what's going on for that energy. So we need to throw down, has Jaded Kate, man, Jaded Kate met this twin flame yet? The Lovers. Woo! Now, sweetheart, that tells me that you might have met this person yet already. This is a strong love. This is the Lovers. So this is all about romance, passion, and this is the twin flame card. So I'm not even kidding you. That's what the twin flame is all about. It looks like you've met him. Please confirm. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. And it might be somebody you met at work. If you're not working right now, then it might be somebody you did some work with in the past. Somebody, it doesn't have to be a physical job, you know, like you're getting paid for this job and I go 9 to 5. It could be someone you did work with about something else. I mean, did you partner up with somebody about, you know, a hobby? You know, did you go to book club? Did you go to Girl Scouts with your kids? I mean, I don't know what your situation is. Did you join a singles club? I mean, somebody you're working with to do something. That could be. Now let's do the energy of the outcome. This is our cut card. We want to see what the outcome is. 9 of Wands. All right. So 9 of Wands talks about being patient and not giving up. It means stay true to what you want and what you're expecting, and be patient and don't falter on what you're expecting. Don't sacrifice boundaries just because you're so ready for this twin flame. Don't make excuses. If it's not the twin flame, it's not. And I think you'll know. So yeah, so to answer the question, it does look like you might have met this person already. And this person is somebody who really seems to have their shit together. I mean, I can't think of another way to say it other than that. Again, somebody who is looking for new opportunities all the time, ready to walk away from what doesn't serve them. So fearless, that kind of person. Ooh, Jaded Kate. That looks awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. That would be what I would want to see if I asked that question. Woo! Good, good, good. All right. I hope that helped, Jaded Kate. All right, guys. If you donate, please do like Ty Baby has done. Please write donated. It really helps me. Because sometimes YouTube names and PayPal names are not lining up. So it really helps me and my moderators, you know, try to kind of sort it out. So please write donated if you donated. I and my moderators keep you up to date on the list if there is one. In between donations, I do select free questions randomly. So please let me know if you donate. So Ty Happy, it looks like we have a donation from you, my dear. Let me see. We just did Amira and Kate. Yeah. So you're up next, my dear. Go ahead and write your question. I don't see it right now. I just see you talking, which is perfect, but I don't see the question. Yeah, again, I think we have a delay. I think you guys write things and I don't see them right away. It takes like a second or whatever on my end. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? More technology to make it goofy, but what are you going to do? All right, Ty Baby. Let's find out. Oh, Ty Happy. Ty Happy. Why do I call you Ty Baby? I have no idea. Remember, I joked and I said, oh, maybe you're pregnant, blah. I'm just kidding about that. But I don't know why I'm doing that. I really don't. All right, Ty Happy. God. All right. May I have a love update reading? Well, yes, you may. So let's do this. We're going to do an update on love. We want to see what's going on. We're going to use the modern spellcasters. Do other people call you Ty Baby? Okay, good. So it's not just me. You said Ty Happy is saying that other people do it too. So okay, so it's not just me being a whack job. I don't even know why. I can read, obviously. So, oh man. Oh, this isn't the right deck. This is Zombie. I wanted modern spellcasters for this. I don't know why. Sometimes they just pop in my head. So anyway, so this is modern spellcasters. Can you have a love update? Ty Happy, love update. We need a love update. What are the energies looking around Ty Happy? Ty Happy's love life. Okay. So here's our energy. And this is our spreadaroo. Spreadaroo. Why did I even say that? That was just dumb. Okay, so let me get rid of this one. Get this one over here. All right, we're back in business. All right, so we are looking at love. Ooh, okay. The energy for the entire spread and for your question is Four of Wands. This is about building a foundation. This is about getting things started. That's awesome. So it looks like maybe something's on its way. As you can see in the card, how the card looks, I mean, look at that. Two people coming together, and the Wands, the four, talks about success with more work that needs to be done, meaning you obviously, they're building a house. You couldn't build a house with, or live in a house with four wands, right? There's all the corners. Thanks. That's a great, though. That's a great start, though, right? So that's what they're excited about. So there's more to be done, but making progress and starting new foundations. Oh, honey, we got a ton of cups in the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! It looks like something's coming. Something is coming. So a foundation, a new start, okay? Covering everything. We've got our Three of Cups. This is about satisfaction in your personal relationships. This is social interaction. This could imply that it might be, meeting up with somebody in a social situation. I know with Corona, that's a little difficult now, but maybe you are still getting out there or you're connected to others in some way. It could also be a friend or a family member saying, hey, I got this friend for you. It might even be a friend. You need to take a look at who's around you, it sounds like. Here we have our Nine of Cups, and this again is where I'm getting that satisfaction in relationships. Notice, cups, 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 cups. We're talking about love. We're talking about emotions. This is exactly what we want to see. Now, the Wheel of Fortune means starting something new. There is something coming around. Now, if you have had bad experiences, which we all have, or if you've been single for a while, it looks like that cycle is coming to an end. So, my friend, we're going to pull the energy for the outcome, but it looks like something's coming. Now, unless I declare the timeline as something different in my mind when I'm shuffling and asking the question, this is my mini spread, so this is the near future. So this looks like something's coming. So let's just see what the cut card says about the energy of the outcome. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Knights. The Knights are always bringing important change. The Knights have action. They're moving. They're making progress. Our Pentacles, though, and our court cards are often about like somebody who moves slowly, but because they're wanting to do it right in the first place. Not saying move slowly like you're not going to hear or know, but that it is going to be a progression. Things are going to be very solid moving forward, which makes a lot of sense with our first energy card, which talks about building a foundation. So this isn't like a one and done. This isn't like, hey man, I love you today, or let's hang out. This looks like somebody who wants more solid of a relationship. So yeah, so you might already know this person, my dear. Ooh, exciting, Ty baby. Well, good luck. Good luck. And thank you for the donation. All righty, let's see what we've got on the agenda. Don't forget, if you've donated, please write donated so that I can see. Oh, it's buffering. Are you guys okay now? It looks like, here, it's clear now. Okay. It's not buffering on my end. I am on StreamYard working through there as my platform to broadcast to YouTube. So, not sure what's going on. Well, hey, Haley. Hello and welcome. And thanks for your subscription. And Drace SS. Hello and welcome. And thank you. Oh, and you love my energy. Thank you. I feed off of you guys, I get a lot of energy from you. So thank you. Okay. So I think we've tackled the current donations. Again, if you are new here, these are free questions. I will select randomly, but if you'd like to be a priority and get read first, you can make a donation. The link is in my description. Now, donations are not mandatory or expected, and I'm grateful for all of your generosity. It's just a simple way to bump yourself up and guarantee a reading, okay? But let's see who is lucky today. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pick some freebie randoms. I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna pop up near the top because I know some of you don't stick around. I know that's hard when you. I'm not finding one. I already answered that one. Okay, the random. All right, Sadra. There you are. Hello. How are you? Ooh, I love your long hair. I've been growing my hair for 2 years, and it's just now like hitting right about to my boobs. So it's getting there. All right, Aquarius. Is the Aquarius coming back this week for Sadra? We need to know, and we're going to find out with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. If you guys are interested in looking at the decks I use, I name them and I put a link to Amazon if you'd like to check them out. I do flip throughs for almost all my decks. So if you want to just see the cards, go ahead and look at my flip through. I call it Quick Peek. So my Quick Peek folder on the channel. And just so you know, I just recently became an Amazon affiliate. So anything you purchase through my links, I do get a small commission on. And please know, I will never recommend something that I don't believe is valuable or have personally used myself. So to keep that in mind, but if you want to see the cards or anything like that, I do have the Quick Peek video. All right, Aquarius, are you coming back this week? Sadra needs to know. Sadra needs to know, are you coming back this week? All right. Alrighty, ready. Let's see what we've got. Here's our energy. And this is our spread. Hey, John Holmes, if you are here in the chat somewhere, please let me know. I do owe you a reading from yesterday. You donated at the end, I believe. So, all right, Aquarius, what are you doing? All right, so we have our Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of about leaving something and moving toward another direction. So right now, this is talking about, kind of moving on. Let's see how it applies. But the energy right now, that could just be the thought right now. That's the strongest coming through. Okay, so we've got our Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is typically, all court cards are typically about a personality. The Queen of Wands personality traits and energies are very, very positive. So, I do see that while this very positive energy is floating around in here, that Aquarius is holding on tight. So while you may be very awesome, just like this Queen of Wands, and while it's picking up on some energy there, Aquarius is holding back, leaving something there. We've got our Eight of Swords here. Now, the Eight of Swords is all about kind of being surrounded and not wanting to move forward. This looks to me like perhaps you had an argument. I mean, obviously, I can put 2 and 2 together. But what the cards are saying is, there must have been 2 different points of view. I mean, obviously, if you had an argument, one of you believed you were right and he believed, or he or she believed, that they were right. Either way, no matter what happened, this person, your Aquarius, looks to be holding on to that position, the perspective. So I don't think Aquarius is ready to get over it yet. Not ready to get over it yet. Let's see what the cut card is, because this is the energy of the outcome. Energy of the outcome, middle of the deck. All right, we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot talks about making progress. We're making progress. So you know what? I don't think it's going to be this week, but I do think that you're still in there. You're still viewed as somebody who is very positive. But whatever Aquarius's standpoint is still very strong and not ready to let go. Not ready to let go. But there is progress. This is moving. Look we're in a stone room here. We're moving, but think about moving in stone. Wouldn't that be slow? you know. So I don't think it's going to be this week, honey, but I do think that there is potential. You might want to check in with the energy, whether it's here or somewhere else that you like to go. I would prefer it here just because I'd like you to stay. But let me show you guys. I show you guys this a lot. It's the energy. Now, this is how energy works. Energy is always swirling. The tarot cards read the energy of the moment. We all have free will, so we can change the energy by our actions and our thoughts. So things do change, and not just because we have free will, because other people have free will too. The energy does not change much in a 24-hour period, so I wouldn't recommend checking in more than once in a day. But, even daily is probably, but you can. But anyway, check in with the energy. I do see a progression, so potentially might be moving in the right direction, but I don't see this week, hon. I'm sorry. All right, guys. So let me just check here. Sorry, I've got so many windows or tabs, open on my computer, and I have to look around and check and everything. All right. So let us see what we've got. Let me scroll up here. Let's see what we've got. Ja S. How are you? Okay. Will I find new love soon? A new guy. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. All right. So what deck do I want? I want the Wizard's Tarot because we want to create some magic. We want magic. All right. So will you find new love soon? We're looking for a new guy for Ja. Or Ja. Is it Ja or Ja? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. All right. So I'm just going to say Ja. I'm going to say Ja. That sounds more fancy, huh? Or Ja find new love soon. New guy for Ja. All righty, so let me get that one flipped back. I accidentally turned one over. Okay, there's our energy. This is our spread. I got to set up a collaboration soon. I haven't done a collab in a while. I've had Night Reader on most recently. You guys probably remember Night Reader Tarot. He used to be my moderator, and he had a show in the day right before mine. He also had an evening show, so we had 2 a day. But anyway, he ended up just doing the night show. So he's busy, so he's not able to stop by. So I might bring him back if you guys remember him. That's exciting. If not, you should check him out. It's called the Night Reader Tarot. Night Reader's one word. KNIGHT, like a knight, like medieval times. Check him out. Ooh, okay, we've got 3 of Wands energy. This isn't about looking out there and planning the journey. This is about a new thing coming in, a new opportunity to get out there and grow. Now here, again, this is our wizard deck, so it's wizard themed. This person has everything she needs to get out there, and now she just needs to go out and start, right? She's got her potions or whatever, and her spell or whatever she's doing. She's worked out all her formulas there, and now she's like, all right, I got what I need. I got my glowing staff, and I'm ready to do it. So that's great. That's great energy for this question. Oh, you got the ooh la la card. What do I call the Knight of Cups, everyone? If you remember, I call the Knight of Cups the ooh la la card. Look at this. Look at this person coming on in. This is all about that romantic, charming kind of energy. This type of person, has obviously, look at this guy's going to walk through water, man. Walk through water. He's ready, and he's going to sweep you off your feet. This is the one I always say, kind of pick your favorite romantic movie star and insert this right here. That's who that is. So because you're ready to start out something new, that sounds pretty awesome with Mr. Charming, Mr. Ooh La La. Here we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about victory. It's about success. It's also about the next step coming. It's about saying, we've gotten this started. Things look great. Let's move on and to the next level. Now, look at these two are facing each other. Do you notice? Well, he's kind of talking to everybody, but he's like, look at me. I got this weird head in my bubble. I win. Yay. And he's like, yeah, they're all cheering. And then here he comes. So Justice card is next. We got Justice. Now, Justice is all about fairness. It's all about being equal, being balanced. Sometimes it's the Decision card. So, you know, there might be a decision coming up. This is my near future spread unless I declare it some other timeline in my mind. So this implies that something's coming in for you, my friend. And you got the ooh la la. I mean, how much more? So it sounds to me like, yes, that you'll be meeting somebody soon, and it looks like it's going to be going smoothly, and therefore a decision will be needing to be made, whether or not that's an ask like, hey, do you want to be exclusive? Or, hey, do you want to go out on a date? You know, or anything in between. There's a decision. And remember, Ja, you have a decision to make too. Just because he's all ooh la la coming in, you know, you still have to set your boundaries. You still have to be true to yourself. Don't get swayed by charm or by looks or money, or, you know, those are important things to have a connection, but, you know, be true to yourself, be fair to yourself, and don't jump in just because you're excited. Remember, but it looks like you have every reason to be excited. So let's check out our energy of the outcome. This is the cut card. Let's see what we've got. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, you got the Lovers. Yeah, absolutely. New things are coming for you, my friend. Oh, man, you deserve it. I got to do it. Ready? I got to do it. Oh, boy, the Lovers popped up. My mind is blown. Can't see it because your banner's there, but wow, you totally deserve that screen because, oh, man, that's a love. So it looks like something's coming for you. Oh, wow. That's another one I would have liked to get if I asked that same question. That looked really good. Really good. Yay. All right, friends, let us move on. I got to get back. Here we go. I'm seeing what? What am I seeing? What am I doing? All right. Ooh, Drace. My horoscope said it's my lucky day. Let's see if I get chosen. I get it now. You did. It is your lucky day, my darling. Here you go. So why is Ilias, the Scorpio, not reaching out to Drace? Yeah, why not? What's going on with that? Drace's lucky day today. Maybe it's today. Maybe. We're going to use the Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon's going to help us see. Let's see what we've got. So your horoscope was right as far as this show. You got selected. Yeah, Drace. I hope I'm saying that right. And Ilias. Ilias? I hope I'm saying that right. No. Okay. Why is Ilias not reaching out anymore to Drace? Hey, Lala, how are you? Vabe Javi, nice to see you as well. All right, I got to do one more and focus. Why is Ilias the Scorpio not reaching out? What's going on? Why is this person not reaching out to Drace? Oh, good, I'm saying it right. All right. Drace and Ilias. I'm getting better. Okay, here's our energy. And this is our spread. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to put this over here. Okay, there we go. All right. Ooh, Queen of Wands energy. Okay. The energy is looking now again, the energy surrounds the question and it surrounds these cards. So it does clarify each of these. So what the energy is looking like, the Queen of Wands is often about personality traits. So, it looks like, one of the two of you is, has a really strong personality. The Queen of Wands is who I say we all want to be. The Queen of Wands, she's got it going on. Wow, she even has 3 boobs. Ew. She's got or 2. They're all on one side, man. Anyway, this is who everybody wants to be, minus the breasts. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very friendly, has a magnetism. People are drawn to this person. Maybe you were feeling really drawn to Ilias. But we need to see what these are, because perhaps Ilias is feeling drawn to you, which would contradict the stop reaching out. So let's find, you're going to hear from this person. You're going to hear from them. We got the Ace of Swords right here. This must be about you. You are viewed as somebody who is now, I don't know. We're going to see what's going on about the why, but you are viewed as somebody that is in a positive light, somebody who's charming and gets it done. So that's a very positive energy. It's picking up on you. Again, it's gender neutral. So, guys can be the Queen of Wands, girls can be the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter. Next, we have our 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is talking about not rushing in too soon. It talks about somebody feeling kind of like a winner or a loser. I don't know if you might be able to answer the question. Did you guys have some kind of conversation that might have, even if it was misinterpreted, or if it were like an outright argument? The swords are the suit of communication. So, it would likely be something, you were talking about with Ilias, or something that made Ilias feel like, you're not lost, like, hey, man, I'm not being recognized, things like that. But again, I do see the conversation coming. So what it looks like is Ilias is going to get over that. Goodbye. Get over it. And then here with our Page of Pentacles, it talks about let's fix this. Look at him. Look at him. He's going to come in and fix it. Let me fix it. But he goes slow, the Page of Pentacles, all of the pentacles in the court cards. I always talk about him moving slow. And I talk about him, I think about him like a plow horse, like, let me dig my feet in and let me pull this and let me go. So somebody who's moving, but moving very strong and calculated, So I do see it moving. And what's it moving to? It's moving to the Ace of Swords. So there's your brand new communication. So I do believe that this will change. It is likely something to do with feeling in some sense of loss. Or also maybe just a little bit of pride, not wanting to be the one to jump in too soon, just maybe, not wanting to make that connection. You didn't have an argument. You just stopped talking. Okay. What would that be then? What would this be? This loser, win or lose? Then let's find out. We're going to find out from our bottom of the deck. Clarify this, please. Why do we have the 5 of Swords here? There was no argument. All right, because he's maybe feeling out of, I don't know, do you feel like he might be thinking you're out of his league? Or does he feel like he's, because this is about loss, this card. This is Cups, which is love and emotion, and this is our 4. So the 4 of Cups is like not seeing what's right in front of you. Did this person have, everybody's had a bad breakup or a bad relationship. So that's kind of a blanket question, I guess. But this is somebody who is bored, but he feels like he missed out on something, feels like he lost out on something. Now, this was directed at you. I did say in the question when I asked was about you specifically, and that's where I'm getting the Ace of Swords. So I do see that there still might be conversation coming. And again, this is my near future spread. Something feels like it was lost. Maybe he thought, he's not seeing something. He is not seeing something, and he's feeling kind of bored, like he lost out on something. Like he lost out on something. Let's see what the energy is for the outcome, and then that might give us another clue. Okay, this is our cut card for the outcome. The High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is about moving forward through danger. This is probably having something else to do with somebody else in the picture then. Could be a friend, could be another person that was perhaps a potential to date or maybe rekindle a relationship with. Maybe that's why the sudden stopping of communication. There was an opportunity to sort of get back with somebody or to start talking to somebody. Again, that's the why. This applies to you because I asked the question about you specifically. And there's where we get the work and the communication. So I think something failed. Something failed on Icarus, or I'm sorry, Ilias's name. And I feel like it's probably a relationship, perhaps trying to get back together with an ex, but it's not working. This person is bored with that and wants to move on, moves on very, very purposefully. Not wanting to repeat mistakes, I'm sure, is part of that. But also there's your new communication. So yes. So I'm thinking somebody else was in the picture that potentially came in and said, hey, man, let's get back together, or let's start talking and see if we can get back together. And he's like, nope, I tried. Here's where I tried, and here's where I threw it away, and here's where I come back. Yeah. That is very telling. The tarot tells us what we need to know. This is awesome. I love it. It's my cell phone to the universe. All right, friends. All right, so let us see where we are next. Let's see what we've got. Let me just scroll around and pick something. And I often choose randomly and I pick something that's not a question. So let's see. Lynn B wants the current gossip. Ooh, okay. What's the current gossip about you? Let's find out what the secret tarots, because this sounds like secrets. Secret. Ooh, I said that creepy. That was kind of creepy. No, we're not creepy. We need to know, what is the current gossip about Lynn? What might people be saying? What might people be saying about Lynn? Okay, let's check it out. Checking it out. Here is our energy card. This is our spread. Okay. Put that, ooh, almost dropped it. There we go. All right. Current gossip. What's going on? What's the major energy? Ooh, the major energy is the devil. So this is kind of about somebody who might be, the energy again is covering the spread, and it's also the strongest energy around the question. So the strongest energy around the question is, it looks like, somebody who is a little bit of the domineering, like wants to do it their way, and wants people to do it their way. I don't even know how else to say it. Doing it somebody else's way is sometimes hard, when even it's the right way to do it, when they feel that somehow they don't have a say in it, or they don't have a way to participate in the decisions, or, whatever. So something like that. So, but let's see how it pulls into this. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm wondering if people think you're probably maybe a little bit stubborn. Again, I don't know if decisions are being made that involve other people. You might be like, I'm not deciding anything. What's going on with that? So, if you're not making decisions that other people might be feeling left out of, this is still saying, though, that you have a very commanding type of personality, that might be what's being talked about. You also have this great way of making things happen. You do have, so again, your advice, or you're doing things here, it's not necessarily that what you're doing is wrong, but people want to feel involved, or they feel like they just have to defer to you even if you're right. You know what I'm saying? They just need to feel involved maybe. Here is where this must mean that people feel like you really are able to start new things and be successful. You're a good person to be perhaps spontaneous, to be very passionate about things. That's kind of a good thing, though. You know, gossiping implies sometimes negative, but it's not always. You know, they could be talking about it like, you know, oh, I heard Lynn is starting this, or I heard Lynn is starting that, which to some people who might have jelly belly feelings might be like, boy, she thinks she knows everything. Man, she thinks she knows it all. So it might be a little bit of jealousy in there as well. Now, here's some very positive things. The Nine of Cups, this is like the hospitality card. This is the card that says, I'm willing to do what I can to make others happy. I'm asking you to join with me. Like, it's like saying, look at this card. I'm setting up this table of cups and I'm saying, come on in and have some cups. Sit down and have cups with me. So it's about being generous. It's about being kind-hearted. It's also about personal satisfaction in relationships. So you're probably seen as somebody who's generous and willing to pull everybody in, being kind and things like that. I just think you must have a very passionate, fire kind of personality that, you know, might make people feel left out or feel jealous or feel like they don't have a chance to really participate in it, that you make the plans, even if you are always right. Sometimes people, you know, are like, here we've got the Knave of Wands. This is our knight. The knights are always moving fast. These are people who are fire. This is typically a personality card because it is a court card. Court cards are usually about personalities and people. The knight, so obviously it would be you because that's the question. The Knight of Wands, this is somebody, again, who's very passionate. This ties in very nicely with our ace. This is starting new opportunities, and this is going to get them. So recognizing new things to do, always having a good idea and going and doing it, you know? So this implies to me, again, that's super positive quality, right? But because our devil card is kind of overseeing this, I mean, maybe you're seen as a bit of a know-it-all. Not sure. Is that the case? Do you think that makes sense? You know yourself. If not, you know, and if you're not seeing this, maybe do a little reflection and say, how could this awesome idea I had that turned out awesome because I went and got it and everybody seemed happy, how could people be saying devilness? Now, devil is not an evil card. It's not a bad card, but it does sometimes speak to what I described, which is, you know, feeling people might need to feel like they need to be involved more. Let's get an energy, a final energy card. This is not really, outcome is not the right word, but let's just get a final energy just to kind of sum it up. This is the cut card. Let's go. More opportunities, more opportunities. All right. So, you know, this is an ace and this is pentacles. This is about our physical world, whereas this ace is about our growth and effort. And you know, this is about, again, passion. This is about physical life. So what this is suggesting is maybe to get this feeling or impression to go away is spending the time. Time is part of your physical world. Spending the time to understand what other people want, what they mean. And again, you might be right. You might be right all the time, all these times. But allowing people to kind of be a part of it or to feel like they're involved or not just like maybe your sidekick, you know, does that make sense? Yeah. So again, it's just a matter of tweaking that communication because it sounds like this is fan-frickin-tastic. You just got to get that one out of there. And yeah, and that's doable. Totally just about communicating properly. You know what I mean? Woo. Lynn, that's good. And that's good advice too. I love it when the tarot is right on about like very clear. That's the word, clear. Woo. Good luck. All right. It looks like we have a donation from Ecto. Ecto, how are you? Thank you for your donation, my friend. Let's find out what your question is. Oh, we do. We have Kiss JG. Thank you so much. Kiss JG and J&J are my moderators here today. I don't see any others. I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone. They do a great job for me and help out so much. So give them a high five. Give them a high five emoji. All right, I'm just waiting on Ecto's question. I realized today I figured it out. There is a delay in my chat on my end. So you guys are typing things and I'm not seeing it immediately. So I might be saying, hey, type that, and you already did. And then you're writing, I already did. Yeah, bear with me. I just realized it today because I was irritated trying to figure it out. Here we go, Ecto. All right. Will Danny ever communicate better with me? He's horrible at texting back, and I don't know if he does this just to me. It takes him several hours, sometimes a day, to reply back to me. Don't you hate that? I know. I hate it too. I hate it too. All right. So we're going to use the Everyday Witch. Bom, bom, the Everyday Witch. Bom, bom. Love this deck. Shuffles like butter. All right. So we are going to find out. Danny, what is up? Why is your communication a little slow? Why don't you text back a little more timely? Are you doing this with everyone or just with Ecto? What's going on in the communication? All right. All right, so Danny, this is our energy surrounding what is going on communication-wise. We need to find out what's up. Okay, I love this deck. It's super cute. It's witches, but it's super cute. Okay. All right, so I'm laughing at myself saying it's super cute. Okay, so the energy for the spread is Knight of Swords. All right, swords. This is about communication. That's what the Suit of Swords is about. This is a knight. So this is a court card. So it's typically representing the different energies surrounding a person's personality. So what this is saying, the knight is talking about new messages. It's talking about coming in and communicating, right? The Knight of Swords, while he is awesome, he's got, he's very much wanting to do things and make things happen and stuff like that. He's just a little disorganized. He is disorganized. Notice in the card, this wizard or witch is ready to go off on the broom and let's go. But he didn't pay attention, and there's all these bazillion birds, and they're in his way, and he's making them lose their feathers. Poor birdie. But again, he didn't plan it well. He's disorganized. So I'm not saying that, Danny's going to fly around your house with a bunch of birds and swords, but it's that he, okay, let's respond. And then, oh, I forgot to do this, or, oh, I read it and thought I responded, but I didn't, one of those things. That's exactly what this is saying. So that's super clear. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Ace of Swords. Okay. It is not just you. It is not just you. I think he is a little disorganized, meaning he must have either a lot going on or he needs a new plan to try to become more organized. But I have good news. Here is our Ace of Swords. This person does want to communicate. Our aces are all about new communication and so forth. Here we have our Two of Pentacles, though. Two of Pentacles says, I'm balancing things. Balancing. This is Pentacles, which is the suit of everyday life. Now, I realize that texting is a form of communication. Communication is swords, right? But this is also involving the physical act of doing something, texting, the time it takes, managing your day, whether that's work or just whatever else is going on in Danny's day. I think he's just a bad juggler. I don't think so. Here's our Two of Wands, which kind of really sums it up and brings it on home. Everything we've said here. This person, Danny, you're in Danny's mind. It's always in there. He's like, all right, I got to respond, or, oh, I got to say something, or, oh, we're going out, or whatever. And yet he's trying to figure out, it's about struggle between choices. I think he has too much going on. And it might not be that it's necessarily too much. in reality, it's that he doesn't have plans. He doesn't organize his time well. So he probably forgets things he might want to be doing. And again, like I just said, maybe he reads the text and thought he responded, and then he goes back in and goes, "Ah, shit, I thought I responded," that kind of a thing. New communication coming. So it is still, he is still wanting to have that communication with you. That spark is there. So let's take a look at our outcome card. This is the cut card. Let's see the energy of the outcome. Oh, yeah, it is going to improve. It is going to improve. I think what's going to have to happen, though, in order to get to the world, which is our outcome, Danny is going to need to know how to balance his day better. Now, how are you supposed to insert yourself and say that? That can be quite insulting unless it comes up naturally in conversation, or it's a little hard to just walk in and be like, "Hey man, you really need to get organized on your day because you're not texting me fast enough." I mean, you can't really say that, it sounds kind of ridiculous, but that's what's going on, and that's what needs to happen. And this world card as the outcome suggests that it will work itself out. The world card is awesome. It's like having the world. That's a great success card. And one of the things that are included in the success is a lesson learned. So finding a way to not be so unorganized, finding a way to balance whatever it is needing to balance, finding a way to see how to do that. It's coming. It is coming, Ecto. So that is what I think the issue is. I don't think it's you. I think it's probably everyone. And I don't think it's anything personal about any one particular person. I literally think it's because doesn't organize, disorganized. Yeah, disorganized. Woo! All right, Ecto. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and select another question. Unless I have other donations, this will be my last question. The hour is up. So let us see. I do stick around for donations. So if you would like to make a donation, please let us know in the chat. That way I don't end the stream before, you've already donated. And John Holmes, if you are listening, I do have a reading in store for you for your donation yesterday. Let us find out what's going on with Vashu. Vashu, ma'am, I want to know whether my ex-Gemini will return back. Does he love me or does he have feelings? Let's find out. You're welcome, Ecto. Thank you. All right, we're going to use Druidcraft. Yeah, we are using Druidcraft. Whoa. All right. Druidcraft. It's going to help us see whether or not your ex-Gemini will come back. What are the feelings? What's going on there? What's going on? Okay, one more shuffle. One more shuffle. That needs another one. There we go. There we go. We need to get up some speed. All right. So, Gemini, are you coming back to Vashu? Vashu is a Pisces. Okay. I'm going to put up my banner. I forgot. So, give me a second. So, right now this is my last random freebie. Okay. Gemini, are you coming back? Do you have feelings? We need to know. We need to know. All righty. Here we go. Prince of Pentacles. Okay, this is our knight. Pentacles are excuse me. Knights are always moving. Yes, they are moving. But Pentacles are pokey, pokey, pokey. They are slow. Excuse me. All right. So Pentacles are slow. They are very much working on being productive. They really like their routine. They really plan. They plan a lot before they move. And again, they move slow. So let's find out if that's about Vashu or Gemini. I almost said Vashu, and that's you. All right, is he coming back? Is he coming back? All right. I do think that there we go. I do think there is a chance. I do. Again, things are moving slowly perhaps, but actually, if you are exes, that is a good thing because, you have to, resolve whatever issue it was that caused you to break up. If whatever tensions, whatever issue, whatever underlying things were there. So that's important. So that's a good thing. You don't want to rush in when you're getting back together because then you repeat yourself, right? So this is about moving forward. Now here we have the Fool. The Fool is about wanting to take that first step, wanting to take that, but not knowing where it's going to go. So sometimes the fear, there are fears about something perhaps, wanting to do it, but, again, there is this desire to really feel secure about this. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, hey, John Holmes. I'm so glad. Okay, we'll get to your question next, my dear. Okay, Vashu is saying, last week you communicated but have lots of fights and arguments, and he is not ready to listen to you. That's why he's facing this way. That's why the Fool is facing the other way from these cards. These cards here, this is our Ten of Pentacles, and this talks about having that completion, that success. It also involves aspects of everyday life, including money. So it's somebody who is more likely going to be searching for this, wanting to have the security of the home, of the family, and the money. So that's a great goal, want that. Look he's facing away from it though, and he's afraid to walk out. He doesn't know what's going to happen. Is he going to jump off the cliff and nothing's going to be there or what? So he's moving slow. Here's our Eight of Pentacles. So this tells me that, you know what? You're telling me your Gemini's not listening, but I think the Gemini is listening. This is our Eight of Pentacles, and this talks about paying attention to details. We've got a lot of pentacles in here. So I think, your Gemini is probably trying to refocus and pay attention to other things, meaning so they are not thinking about you and the problems you might have had about fighting or whatever you're arguing about. He's trying to focus on regular life that way to be distraction. He's afraid if you guys jump off that cliff together, where's it going to go? I think he's listening more than you think. He's paying attention to the details. Let's get another one, though. You said you're fighting a lot, and we're wanting to know about the feelings. Now, and then we'll do our cut card to see if we'll try to get a sum up on the coming back. But does Gemini still have feelings for Vashu? Strength. Yes. That is saying, you know what? Have that inner strength to continue on. Now, I don't know what you're talking about or what you're fighting about, but perhaps, you got to question, am I right? Look at it from Vashu's perspective. Are you both right? Are you allowing your ex, not Vashu, I'm sorry, you're Vashu. Are you allowing Gemini to express what his opinions are, or are you just doing all the talking? Are you the one who's standing like, this is what I want, this, and this, and this? Are you asking Gemini, what do you want? What do you think about this? To avoid arguments, sometimes just by asking open-ended questions, we can get a lot more. An open-ended question is a question that does not have a yes or a no answer. So like, are you listening to me? Yes or a no. That's not good. You say, what are you hearing me say? Or what does that sound like to you? Do you see how that's open-ended? So maybe you might not even be intending to do this, to not, maybe, that's, he's listening more than you think, and you have to give him a chance. You might not even realize you're not. So think about it. Okay, let's look at our outcome. We're going to look at the energy of the outcome about coming back. Yes. Rebirth. This is about rising up, and this is about, rising up and starting anew. This is about leaving this past behind and starting over. Look at this card. You can even tell, look at, there's this little kid coming out. It's almost like, the way I see it is like maybe a broken man went into this cave and emerged a young boy ready to start over and do it over. You see? So it does look like it. I do think you guys have some issues to resolve. I think it's moving slowly. I think that Gemini does not know how it's going to go and therefore might just shut down. That's why he's got his back to all that. I think the goal is to get to this point, and I think he's listening more than you think. So, yeah. So I'm seeing good things. That the cut card energy outcome was a slam dunk with rebirth. That yeah. So, you know, it looks like things being, you know, coming around. Ooh, so that looks good. That looks good. Kind of evaluate, you know, what you might be saying or not saying and what you're allowing him to say. You know, you might need a little bit more. Oops, I'm spelling that wrong. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got a read. I know it's hard when you're waiting for freebies when there's a lot of donations. It feels like, hey man, I want one too. But look it's a lucky day. Today is a light donation day. So we've gotten a lot of freebies in. John Holmes, you're welcome, Veshu. Yes, afraid of the future. That was the fool jumping off into nothing, right? Afraid to jump. That's exactly it. All right. So I saw you, John. Rest of the week outlook. And thank you for your donation yesterday. I'm sorry it came in at the end. Yeah, I'm having to stick firm on my timing because of the fact that my show goes so far over and it's great fun. I love it, but I get real mashed potato brains. I do it long. So let's use the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. Divine timing. That is so right. All right. So, John Holmes. John Holmes. Don't forget, if any of you decide to donate, please let me know in the chat. Otherwise, this will be my last reading for today. All right. The rest of the week for John Holmes. Rest of the week for John. Oh, I flipped one over by accident. There we go. I got it. All right. One more, John. If I don't drop them. There we go. Oh, Kapil, I'm sorry you have not gotten a reading. I appreciate you watching the show. Again, I do select randomly, so it is not personal in any way. Not in any way. God, I'm just... Wow, John. Why am I dropping so many cards today? I don't know. Fumble Fingers Day. All right. Rest of the week. What is today? What is today? Tuesday. So what? We've got 5 days. Well, let's just count tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, so that's 4 days. So we're going to do, first what we're going to do is we're going to set out 4 cards for the remaining 4 days of the week. And then we're going to see what we get and what kind of clarification we might need, okay? And then we'll pull an outcome card for the energy, okay? So here we are. Now today is Tuesday, so we're going to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll pull you one for today, actually, because it's already, well, it's 1:15 here. I'm not sure where you are. Let's just see how the rest of the day is going to go for you, okay? It might be midnight at your Temperance. Okay, today is just a matter of things staying the same. It's going to be a balanced type of day. I don't think anything's going to come up for you that's going to knock you off your path. If something does come up, I think you'll be able to just smooth it over quickly. So I think it's kind of a calm rest of the day for you. Calm. That's the first thing that comes to mind for the rest of the day today. Okay, so now we're going to do Wednesday. Ooh, got something changing tomorrow. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday, it looks like you can expect some changes. Something's happening. Something's happening tomorrow. Our tower, you know, it looks awful with, you know, hey man, there's like trees breaking and lightning and fire. I mean, it doesn't have to be something dramatic and awful. It's just the card showing you that it's something major or important. So this is about making a change or a change coming in that you need to deal with or that you need to find a way to deal with. Could be somebody else's change that, somebody's coming in and talking to you about. Not sure about that, whether it's you or someone else, but it's something that you're going to deal with directly. You've got the next day looking mighty good. So whatever is happening on Wednesday, on Thursday, you're feeling really good. We've got our 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is all about a celebration. This is about victory. This is also about recognition. So you know what, if tomorrow, some of this change or whatever it is that you're dealing with or smoothing over, if it's for somebody else, you're going to be victorious. They're saying, thank you. It was you who helped me, that kind of a thing, recognition in that way. So, it's all about maybe it's your advice or maybe you're dealing with something, trying to work it through, and there's where your success is the next day. So in either scenario, same answer. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Friday, we've got our Knight of Pentacles. Not sure if you were, planning an exciting weekend or something like that. This talks about moving forward, but remember what I say about our pentacles. They're slow. They are slow. So it looks like maybe plans, for the weekend or perhaps being made, or, it doesn't necessarily have to be social either. It could just be, you're setting up what you want to do for the week. It does look, though, that the tarot is asking you to kind of be paying attention to that on Friday. Set up your weekend. Even if that's to say, I'm setting it up, then I'm going to sit home alone and watch TV all weekend. I mean, that's okay. Set your weekend up. And it looks like Friday, you're going to be doing that. Now, Saturday, we do have our 5 of Cups. Now, this talks a little bit about being disappointed. This talks about, it's often called the crying over spilled milk card. This is somebody who is feeling sad about something that didn't work, but forgetting they have more options or more things available to them. Look, she's crying or looking sad. Well, man, my cups are spilling into this little hole. You're holding another one. Just look at it. Right? So it's kind of, again, being disappointed, but, it's also about don't just focus on what you don't have. It's focus on what is left, what is still there, what successes do you still have. And that's on Saturday. So there might be a little bit of disappointment going on. But again, easily fixable. I don't know. That's not a word, is it? Fixable? Maybe. But yeah, the big, something more impactful looks to be happening tomorrow. And maybe that's why the rest of the week plays out the way it's saying, here's that victory. Here's the planning for the weekend. Again, our Knights, like I said, moving slowly, but this is somebody who likes kind of that routine, kind of doesn't like change, so that's why I was laughing, saying maybe you just want to stay home and watch Netflix all day. But, whatever that is, you need to kind of be thinking and try to avoid this disappointment. Sorry, my dog is barking in the background. I don't know what. It must be a leaf blowing by or something ridiculous. All right, so let's pull the energy outcome card. This is our cut card, and we want to know just to sum up energy about the rest of the week for John. Wow, okay. Oh, I turned it upside down. An opportunity. This is our Ace of Pentacles. This is about new wealth, new opportunity to do something that involves your everyday life. So, this is the overarching energy. So this, again, might have something to do with what's coming up tomorrow and the next day. Something's coming up. I think you're going to, maybe you're getting an offer to do something that's going to make you some money. Maybe someone gives you some money. Maybe somebody has an offer to give you some more time. Time is also included in Pentacles. Maybe somebody's going to, there's a change. So I'm not sure what that might be. But, look at here. We've got more Pentacles going on. So maybe an opportunity comes up and you need some time to kind of think about it and plan it out. Maybe your plan is you talk to whoever gave you this and says, no, I don't think so. And you're like, wah, wah, and then you got to think of something else. So yeah, but I would say watch for tomorrow. Looks like some changes coming. And then on Saturday, kind of try to head off that disappointment or not allow that disappointment to kind of creep in. But yeah, Thursday and Friday looking good. All right, John, I hope that helped. That looks pretty good, huh? I like the day after tomorrow, you know, that success and recognition. That looks good. All righty. Thank you, my friend. All righty. So we have a donation. Before we moved on, you were like, can you clarify Saturday? Okay, the disappointment, you mean? Why would you be disappointed? All right, I already put them on top. So there it is. Whoa, that was weird. All right, let me just make sure I've got them all. Yep, there we go. I don't want to pull one of the ones by accident. All right, so we need to clarify what's this disappointment coming. What is this? Why? All right, because look, another Pentacles. Because you need to pay attention to the details. Something you might be missing when you're making this plan or whatever you're doing and thinking about on Friday. If you miss a detail, that's where this comes from. This is literally says, pay attention to the details. This is all about hard work and being determined. So it's also reminding you that, you know, you need to be determined. That's another word to say. But yeah, so it looks like watch out for those details. While we're at it, I want to get one clarifier on the tower. Because while we're at it, let's just find out more about the change that's coming. What does it involve? Two of Wands. It's a personal thing. It's not somebody needing your help. It's a personal thing. Maybe you've thought of a new idea of how to make money and you get this eureka moment. And then you're saying the next day was our success card and you're like, yeah, I'm awesome. And then Friday, you're like, all right, I'm going to make a plan. And then you forgot to see something. So you're like, oh man, my plan sucks. And so, no, it doesn't suck. You need to pay attention to the detail and then it won't suck. Yeah. That's it. That is it. Whew, those clarifiers really drove it home, huh, John? All right. So, and we have also, you're welcome, John. Ashley has made a donation as well. Thank you so much, Ashley. All right. So let us see. We've got Cancerian Queen and Jane J. I missed it up. Okay, so not that. It's Cancerian Queen and then Ashley. I've got it. Slowly but surely, I do it. All right. So Cancerian Queen, let's get your question up here and thank you so much. All right. Hello, MPT. Hello. May I ask Leo's current energy toward me? Ooh, yes, indeed, you may. So let's do current energy, and we are going to do what deck? What deck are we going to do? We are going to do the Tarot in Wonderland because, yeah, we want to. That's why. All right, Cancerian Queen. Current energy surrounding Leo and Cancerian Queen. What is going on with Leo toward Cancerian Queen? Okay. All right. So this is our energy. This is our spread. Okay. So what's going on? What's the current energy from Leo about Cancerian Queen? All right. Well, this is some good energy. This right here is the overarching energy for the whole spread, and it's the energy that the cards are picking up on the most strongly. So this kind of energy is Knight. I can't even talk. Knight of Wands. Our Knights are about important changes coming. Things that are coming. Our Knight of Wands is very much full of passion, very much an action-oriented person, somebody who is outgoing and really wants to get things done. So let's see how that applies to the rest of our spread, and we'll pull it all together and find out what the current energy of Leo is toward you. Okay, So we've got a lot of pentacles going on, don't we? We've got the 3, we've got the page, we've got the 6, all of pentacles. So pentacles. Now, let's take a minute here. The pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So your physical world, money, work, health, home, school, that kind of stuff. Is Leo very, very much focused on work? Is Leo kind of a workaholic type of person? Is the Leo always looking to try to, make more money is the first thing that comes to mind because of pentacles, but it also could be somebody who's very absorbed into school or absorbed into their health. I mean, maybe they have a health problem and they're just really looking at it and just absorbed. I'm not seeing a health problem, so don't get me wrong. But what I'm seeing is somebody who's very absorbed in whatever aspect of daily life that is going on for them. So you're Leo. Now, interesting, you asked about your person, and the person is a Leo, and look what we've got. In fact, our Knight of Wands is a lion, just like the Leo. So this person, it appears that the energy is, this is somebody who likes to go in and tackle things, wants to get things done. The Pentacles is suggesting that this is someone, again, very focused on that everyday life issue, whatever that is. Here we've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is all about success off of past work. Past work is what propels you into the next step. The Page of Pentacles is another court card. It's Pentacles. So this is about, creating new opportunities in finances. This is somebody who wants to really work hard and develop skills and things like that. And then it's followed by our 6 of Pentacles. Now, our 6 of Pentacles is about giving and receiving and not letting pride get in the way. So this could be, if it's work related, it could be about helping somebody. If it's money related, it could be about being generous and helping somebody. If it's health related, maybe they're taking care of somebody. This person is very much action on these pentacles. We've got a lot of action focused on that. I have 0 cups. 0 cups. So I don't see any, I'll do a clarifier, don't worry, but I don't see anything about love right now. So it looks like the energy going on for Leo is very much focused on work or something having to do. What is this? Not sure if he has health problem. We don't have communication. He's busy at work. There you go. Right now I see work, 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 work. And this is I'm going to go get it because I'm awesome and I can't wait to get started on my work. Work, 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 work. Totally work. So we need to get some clarifiers though, because we want to see where you are in there. Now I also will pull the cut card in a minute, but we're going to do this first. So we need a clarifier, please. We need to see. We don't see anything about Cancerian Queen right now. How does Cancerian Queen fit into this picture? Another Pentacles. I'm going to tell you, Cancerian Queen, Leo is afraid that you will pull him away from his work. Look at the card. Look at it. I mean, you don't even need to know how to read tarot to see what that card is looking like. Pentacles is the work. Someone's pulling him away. Well, it's Alice. But yeah, so maybe he's afraid. Not that you personally will say, hey, man, don't work. But the time maybe, or the focus, maybe he doesn't want to be in a relationship because he doesn't want to be distracted from work. Yeah. So give us one more, please, about that distraction or pulling away from work. Are there feelings? All right. Well, he's still thinking about it. Two of Swords is all about being caught between 2 ideas. And I'm telling you right now, one of those ideas is work. I'm going to assume one of those ideas is you, because I did ask what he feels about you. So there's a lot of work going on. Let's see what the energy is of the outcome. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's the 3 of Cups. That again is a celebration. Now here we finally got our cups. Remember I said we don't have any cups and I want cups because that's feeling toward you. This is the one I wanted. We got the cups. Now this is our 3. 3 of Cups is all about kind of celebrating a new endeavor, like of the heart. Like, so starting something new that is about love and emotion, right? So I don't mean new, meaning you guys are like, you're brand new, or he's looking for somebody brand new. But I meant starting like a new chapter, things starting to come around. Work is taking up a ton of this person's focus. I do see the outcome, though. It looks very positive. It looks like celebration and all these great things. So, yeah. So again, the energy is just really saying work, 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 work right now. And again, he's feeling like awesome, like I can take care of my work. If I get in a relationship right now, it's going to take away from my work, but yet I'm stuck because to be a well-rounded person, you can't just be all the work, but he doesn't want to see that right now. He's not ready because something's happening with work. Yeah. So it's all about work. How many times did I say work in that reading? Let's all rewind and count. I'm sure you don't want to hear it again, but I said it a lot, didn't I? Oh, my dear. Well, he's working hard. He's working hard for sure. All right, honey. Good luck and thank you. All righty. Ashley, we have a donation from Ashley. Don't forget, guys, I did shut down the free list, but I am still doing donations. I will be doing those for another 30 minutes. So if you would like to make a donation, please do so and let us know in the chat. Please write donated so that we can correctly match up PayPal names with YouTube names. It's hard sometimes, but yeah, so let us know. So, Ashley, let me get your question. I did see it up here. Okay. So, it looks like you, where'd it go? Here it is. There it is. Boy, am I not seeing things. Ashley, my dear, my question is, what news will I receive from the doctors about my pregnancy on Thursday? All right. Well, my totally, completely amateur opinion about one thing I got to say. If your doctor was super worried, I don't know that you'd be coming in Thursday. You know what I'm saying? They'd say, go now, come now, go to the ER, they would have had some more, not necessarily just on Thursday. That's my thought. That's obviously not the cards. So let's see what the cards say. We need something about this pregnancy. Where is it? We're going to use, there it is, the Steampunk Tarot. Yeah, I forget about this one sometimes. I don't know why. I sure love it. All right, so this is for Ashley B. They checked your HCG levels. How did they do that without you going in? Isn't that a blood test? Oh, I see. So you took the test and now you're waiting for the results. Okay. I get it now. Okay, so they checked your HCG levels. None of my business, and you probably might want to say it, but I mean, I don't know if, I know you've been having feelings and concerns, and something's made you wonder if something's wrong. Don't know if you've got spotting or what's going on, or is it just the, and there are other things that cause that as well, I don't know enough about them, but I do know like placenta previa and all that stuff. I don't know what stage of pregnancy that happens or doesn't happen. I have no idea, but I do know there are other things. And some people spot their whole pregnancy. That's why you hear about these women being like, I didn't even know I was pregnant and I got my period every month. And you're like, did you? Okay. So what we want to get a snapshot of energy about this result on the test. You're going to be getting a test result. Okay, so Ashley's getting results on Thursday. We're talking about pregnancy, the HCG levels. Okay. You know what you could also do, sweetie? I know that this is not an accurate medical diagnosis or anything, but if you wanted to, you could go get another pregnancy test, even though you're pregnant. That might give you a hint if the levels are too low. It wouldn't read positive anymore. I mean, I know that's kind of it's not the way to do it, obviously. The doctor is, but I mean, just to satisfy maybe, I don't know if that would even tell you anything, but I'm impatient. I like to know stuff. So that's probably what I would have done. I don't know. All right, let us see what we've got. What's going on? All right, so we are starting off with Five of Cups. Five of Cups is talking about looking at the negative instead of looking at the positive. Like this guy is at this bar drinking and he spilled his drinks and he's like, I don't have any more drinks. And she's coming over going, here, I got him right here. So, you know, this could mean a couple things. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, these cards all look good, hon. Now, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but these cards are all looking good. Here's you. Here's you. This is you. You're afraid. You're like, oh no, something's going on. My history, my exact, what do you call it? Feelings, you know, maybe your symptoms are telling that, or maybe it's just your fears, or both, or a combo. You know, maybe this, I don't want to say, you know, because I'm not a doctor, but, you know, the first thing that pumps into my mind is that, you know, yes, something's not going right, but there are other things. So, yes. So I see is the Five of Cups your energy? Yes, this is you. That's why I wanted to see what it was picking up on. This is you. You're feeling upset. No, I think that's you, hon. I think that's you. This is about paying attention to details. This is about the test right here. This is your test. This is you. Oh man, it's going to suck. I got spilled cups. Ah. And then here's the doctor going to give you better news, I'm hoping, bringing two new cups to you. That's what I'm hoping that means. This is the test for sure. That's about paying attention to detail. That's the work. That's what the test is doing. Obviously, details about that hormone level. Here we have our Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. This is awesome. Remember, cups are love and emotion. This is also about personal relationships. And this one is talking about saying, come on in. The more, the merrier. More, the merrier. What does that sound like? That sounds like a baby. More people, you know, more family or whatever. It's also about personal satisfaction in relationships. So it's about feeling good. I mean, look at her. She's feeling great, saying, come on in and have some drinks, right? We should put this guy with her, right? Because this guy's like, hey, I don't have any drinks. My drink's all spilled. And the waitress is like, well, all right, I'm not going to give you these, I guess. And this waitress comes in and goes, come on, have some drinks, have the cups. You see? And then after that, we've got our King of Wands. The King of Wands. Now, this is about a personality type. This is, now again, I feel like this is you feeling upset, and I don't blame you. And it's smart to be aware of what's going on in your body. That's very smart. I'm not at all saying it's not. But again, that's maybe you not seeing these other two cups. And you're just like, oh no, you know. Our king, though, our King of Wands here might be you or the doctor. Let's see. This is about somebody who is very much a go big or go home type of energy. Like, let's do this. This to me is telling me good news from the doctor. Let's do this. That's that. Go big or go home. You're pregnant. You know, not the, oh, you're sorry. That doesn't mean go big. That sounds go little, doesn't it? So what the cards are showing, let's do an outcome. But this so far, I think that's your energy. It's picking up on. I think this is the test. I think the results are going to be positive, and I think your doctor is going to, you know, be the one to kind of reassure you and things like that. That's what I'm getting here. So let's find out what the outcome is. Let's see what the energy is of the outcome. Success. This is the success card, Ashley. This is Nine of Pentacles. Remember, I always say, I don't know if you remember, but I always say if I had to write one word to remember what this card means, I would literally write success. Wouldn't write anything else. The Nine of Pentacles is all about a reward for your accomplishments. It's all about saying, I've been working hard and I deserve this. You know, this is what I'm seeing. So you're asking, do I think the Five of Cups is a miscarriage? No, it can mean disappointment and things like that. But in this case, because the cups here are disappointed because these are spilled. Yeah. Because they're spilled. That sucks, man. Their drinks are spilled. But look at, he's not even looking there. There's two more right there. So it's often called the crying over spilled milk card. You might be having symptoms. You might be having fears. which would mean the crying part, which is legit. I don't mean you're crying over spilled milk, but I mean, it's about crying about something that ends up not to matter in the long run. Crying over spilled milk. You know what that saying is, right? Oh, so, hun, I'm thinking, our cut card was the Nine of Pentacles, which is great energy. Your test results will be the true judge, obviously. I am not a doctor. I clearly am saying that again, but the cards are saying looking good. So the energy looks good. You heard the Nine of Cups is the single card. I don't know where you heard that, but I've never heard that in my whole life. And I've been doing tarot for a while, so I've never heard that. Never. The Nine of Cups is all about, or Nine of Pentacles, I'm sorry, is all about success. Again, my favorite. It's about being rewarded for your work, and stuff like that. It's like accomplishing things and feeling like, yes, look around me. I have this small paradise. Think about it. I've got the bar. I'm going to go in the bar. Yay, I got the whole bar to myself. That's obviously, you don't want to go to the bar, you're pregnant. But, and I've never, ever heard in my life that it is something about being single. Never, ever. And I have studied a lot. I have gotten a lot of readings. I've done a lot of readings. And my mother, who is my mentor, she's been doing it since like the late 80s. And she taught me. So I've never heard it. Now again, I'm not at all going to talk about other people's readings or other readers' intuition. That's one thing that's totally them. But as far as a specific meaning of that card, I've never heard that. So unless I'm wrong, which would shock me, not that I know everything, but because I've been doing this a while and I never heard that. So good luck, hon. I want to know if you feel comfortable. I'd love to hear what the doctor says. In the meantime, rest. Keep resting and rest some more. All right, honey. Well, good luck. I am thinking about you and I'm sending you good, healthy vibes. All right. Yeah, because the energy right now is looking good. The energy right now looks good. All right. So it looks like we have another donation. This is from Natural Beauty. Thank you so much. And I love your name. If you would go ahead and write your question there, I'll go ahead and you're up next. Looks like, what do we got going on here in chat? I'm just looking at the chat right now. Just trying to see what's up. Crystal Combs, hello. Yes, I am still doing donations. That was a while ago, though. I don't know if you're still here. Crystal, you literally, how funny. I was just talking to you and you said that. All right, Natural Beauty. Then we have Crystal Combs. All right. So, I'm looking for Natural Beauty and then Crystal. So go ahead and type your question there, Natural Beauty. And we are going to be timing that. Now remember, guys, please do not spam the chat. I realize you're anxious to get your question answered, but continually writing your question over and over and over again is not going to help. In fact, that's what's going to make me not choose you. So there you go. I don't like to see that. It bumps the chat. It's annoying in the chat, and people all deserve a chance to talk and ask questions. So please do not spam the chat. All right. Well, I'm going to show you my new stone while I'm waiting. I'm waiting on Natural Beauty and then Crystal Combs. So one of you, or both of you, I should say, post your question, please. This is a new stone I got yesterday, and I got to show it off because I'm super excited. I had never heard of this stone. It is called dumortierite. Dumortierite. What's on my hand? Oh, that's a pen. Okay, so dumortierite. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? And look at that band we got going on there. I like this little circle there. So this stone is for divine inspiration, psychic ability, inner guidance, memory retention. I need it. mental discipline, prophetic visions, and spiritual insight. What? Wasn't that an awesome stone for me to have on my little table here for my show? I'm super excited. I'm going to put it in my little thing. Maybe I should have it like right here, so it's like the flow is coming. All right, so Natural Beauty, thank you, my dear, and thank you for your donation. When will my next romantic relationship be? All right, so what we're going to do, no, you know what? We're going to use the Witch's Tarot. Witch's Tarot, my newly trimmed new deck that I throw things away. All right, so Natural Beauty. When will Natural Beauty's next relationship be? Next romantic relationship. When is the next romantic relationship coming? All right, next romantic relation. Oh, darn it, I dropped one while I was shuffling. Okay, sorry. I'm not a very good shuffler. So that happens frequently, which is why I don't pick up dropped cards, because a lot of times if you drop a card or it pops out, it means that it wanted to be seen, right? Totally agree. However, my skill level gets in the way. Remember what I told you guys about energy? We have free will. We can alter the energy and stuff like that. And my shitty shuffling alters that. If the tarot wanted something to come out, you couldn't know it by my shuffling. So, what's going on? Next romantic relationship for Natural Beauty, please. What's going on? When will this be? Is it coming soon? What is going on? Okay, so let's find out what we've got. All right, next up, we do have Crystal Combs, and then that is, looks like that's my last donation that I've received. So let me know if you want to donate. I want to make sure and not cut anybody off. Make sure you write donated in the chat so that I don't screw it up. All right, Natural Beauty. We're looking to see next relationship. Ooh, okay, we got the High Priest, or the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. I couldn't spit that out. That's the Hierophant. Now, our Hierophant is all about things kind of going in like a traditional sense. It's always kind of about ritual, tradition, things like that. It's about following that traditional path. It's also talking about not taking shortcuts. So one of the things that this might be talking about is that, you know, it might be a little bit of work. You don't want to take the shortcut, meaning you don't just want to go for that shiny little quarter you saw, you know, or your shiny little dime, I should say, the dime you saw, because guess what? There might be a quarter somewhere else. You don't want to just jump on that dime. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let's find out. We're wondering if this is going to be soon. And I am going to tell you, it does look like things are coming around. We've got our 9 of Cups. Now, remember, this is the energy for the spread. So this is kind of what the major energy is that the cards are picking up on. So it sounds like, you know, you're really wanting to kind of go that traditional path. Maybe you're looking for somebody that fits more of that traditional mold of what a good partner would be like, or what a good spouse would be like, father figure or mother figure, you know, that kind of a thing. So some of that is the tradition, and you've set that in your mind as how that you want that. Our 9 of Cups talks about satisfaction in personal relationships. Well, clearly, a romantic relationship, you would hopefully be very satisfied in. It is Cups, so that's love and emotion. And our 9 is always talking about, in any case, the number 9 is talking about attainment, fulfillment. That's what we're going for, right? Right after that, we have our 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is talking about, well, it's the success. Now, remember, it's the 10. We go ace to 10. So it's the end of the road. It's the end of the journey, meaning I have this great family. I have all this money. I have a great legacy. I have a dog. You know, I'm just doing great. It is Pentacles, so it involves money and material things as well. But this is about being, very well-rounded. So a romantic relationship, yes, but it looks like one of more of stability. So it's not just one of those flings or, hey, man, we're having a great time, but I'll see you later kind of thing, or the friends with benefits kind of crap, which, hey, man, that works for some people. I don't like it. But so it does seem a little more stable. You see what I'm saying? And then we here have our Hanged Man. The Hanged Man it's always talking about looking in different directions, kind of seeing things from another perspective. Our Hanged Man is also reminding us not to repeat past mistakes. So your next romantic relationship, it should not be an ex. Do not, if it is an ex, do not think twice about it. Think twice about it. I'm not going to tell you shouldn't, but the energy is saying that it is not going to be an ex. It's like lesson learned. I'm looking in a different direction. You might want to take a little bit of time to kind of think about how what are you looking for? I mean, making sure that you have your ideas set in your mind. I don't know if, well, all of us, we need to set boundaries for ourselves and for others. We need to say, what are we willing to tolerate and what are we not willing to tolerate? What are our standards? Like, this is okay and this is not okay. You also have to be thinking from a position of power, meaning I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm expecting. Now, again, if somebody is just wanting to, hey, man, I just want to have a fling and I don't care about that stuff, well, then that's not you, according to this. According to this. You really got to give it some thought in order to make that work. And I'm not suggesting you haven't thought about it, but maybe just take a reflection. Now, traditional things, it looks like probably you're seeking more of that traditional route. It's hard right now. We've got coronavirus going on. It's hard to be in a way that is, you're saying what I was literally just going to say. Darn it, I wish I would have said it first. You wrote, you're right, online dating sucks. So I'm trying to find someone the old-fashioned way. I was literally going to say that. I was going to say with Corona, it's very hard, but it looks like maybe you'd be better served to try to meet somebody like more of the traditional way or the old-fashioned way. And again, it is hard with Corona. I realize that everybody's busy. Everybody's quarantining or staying away. No social stuff going on. So you might, maybe want to shake it up and go somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. I haven't online dated in a while, but I have done it. I happen to know, I mean, I'm 51 and I'm married now, but I know that Tinder is usually the hookup site, eHarmony's like that deeper relationship site, and then all that stuff in between. There's also Hinged. I know it's not not a hookup like Tinder. Plenty of Fish. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. And so maybe, looking at a different site, since old-fashioned dating is not the right way. Another thing you might want to look at is your profile. I don't know how men do on it. I don't know if they're getting the same types of things, but I know women get inundated with idiots. Sorry, it's true. Inundated. We get real sex stuff, or, here's a picture of my private area, or, hey, you're hot, or, just stupid stuff. If you're looking for somebody with substance, you're going to have to fish and sort through a lot of that crap just because it goes with the territory. But that is something you might want to look at, like how are you presenting yourself to see if you could change it so that you're not maybe drawing in some of those idiots, right? So let's look at our outcome card. We want to see what the energy of the outcome is. All right, so Two of Swords. So being stuck between two ideas and kind of not wanting to see things. This is kind of about a clash of ideas. So again, I think that you are likely, even though you want to do things the traditional way, you are going to need to keep continuing to look probably in a way that at online dating. I think this kind of goes against your natural instincts right now. But it looks like, that might be the way it goes. I see you're asking, is it true that pentacles mean years? You read that means years in a time frame. I read that too. Give me a second here. I'm going to look something up on my phone. I just snapped or screenshotted this, what do you call it? A site that I'm trying to learn timelines a better way. And I just bought these playing cards. There's a way to do them with playing cards. So I'm trying to figure out that as well. But it does say, it does say Pentacles is by the year. It says Swords is by the hour, Wands is by the day, Cups is by the month, Pentacles is by the year. But I'm not going with that. I'm going to say that's not true in my spread, because my spread, this is an energy read. So if that were true, then I could say Pentacle, or not even Pentacles. This is a major. It doesn't have any suit. I could say Cups. I could say Pentacles. These are two majors. So what do you do with that? By the month, by the year? That doesn't make sense. And is it really going to be 10 years before you meet somebody? No, that's insane. Is it going to be 19 years? No, that's crazy. So, again, I'm just not sure how to do it with this, but this reading my spread, that would not apply. It would definitely not apply. Now, there's no way. 10 years? Come on. That's not right. So I have to brush up on more. But like I was saying, I'm trying to figure out how to do it with these playing cards. I just bought them this weekend. I've been looking it up, but I've seen other people do it. Pretty cool deck, huh? Yeah. So Gabriel's on board. There you are. Gabriel's on board with the cards. And you're right. It is intuition over those standard definitions. It's like what you're feeling. Now, the way I do timeline now, while I am trying to explore new ways to get firmer ideas, the way I do timelines now, my mini spread is here. So if I would have seen like the Lovers and the Two of Cups, I'd be like, holy shit, it's happening. But I don't see that. But what I do see that Nine of Cups. But let's do this. This is the way I do timelines. I go 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. Okay, so 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months. Okay, it looks like within 3 months, you've got the Six of Wands here for the 3-month slot that I declared and called out. So we've got 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months. Okay, we've got our Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about a celebration, victory. It's also about recognition. It's about being singled out. That is awesome. Here in this next week, you might have some choices. Maybe there's people to talk to. Maybe you're getting a lot of hits on the website, a lot of messages. However, within the month, I mean, this could be continue, and I just feel like you're not going to like any of these. Look at the Five of Cups, all the spilled cups, and you're like, God, there's got to be something better. Here's my spilled cups. I want something better in my full cups. I'm not getting it yet. And then here, whomp, there it is. So I'm going to say, based on my timeline method, which I am trying to learn some new ones, my timeline method says it would be within 3 months, probably in that 3-month range. Yeah. All right. Yeah, natural beauty. Yeah. That's a long time, right? That's 19 years. Sorry, you're not going to have another, that's ridiculous. At least the way I do it, my spread is an energy spread. So it's not a timeline spread. So again, where I did my week, month, 3, that's my timeline pull. So I hope that made sense. Okay. You're very welcome, hon. Gabriel, yeah, aren't those cool? No, I'm glad you did burst in and say that, because you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't understand that, and they'll say, oh, I read that, the Two of Cups means this, or this other reader thinks the Two of Cups means that. All the cards do have a definition. They do have a meaning, but you have to also be looking at what other cards are around it. What's the nature of the question? Is it love, work, whatever, because, a Pentacles card is usually about work, but if it's a love question, it's also about time, so are you spending time with somebody? If it's work, you see where I'm going? So, and then you also have to think about people's intuition, because that's really what's going to change it up either way. If you are picking up on something, you know, that's what you're reading. So you can't just blanketly say the 1 means this, the 2 means that. That's important part of it, but it's certainly not all of it. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because you can get readings from 2 different readers ask the same question. You're going to get some different information. Remember, energy is always swirling. Energy is always moving. I'm going to put it up one last time. Here's our energy. Energy's always moving, swirling, and dancing. The tarot cards read the energy of the moment. So what the messages that you get in a tarot reading are saying is, this is what the energy looks like right now if nothing else changes, you know? So anyway, that all being said, let's get to Crystal Combs. Crystal Combs, let's see what your question is. I thought I saw you write it. I must have imagined it because I'm not seeing it. Crystal, honey, if you want to go ahead and write your question there for me. I got you up here. I'm just going to put you there so I see your name. All right. So, yeah, Crystal, go ahead and write your question there. And in the meantime, what other cool stuff can I show you? I've got lots of cool stones. I mean, I'm just super excited about my new one. I don't even have all of my stones out here. I have a ton, but a lot of them are very much geared toward, you know, boosting, you know, the connection to the spiritual realm and your psychic abilities. I hope that stupid glare on there is wrecking it, but can you see the magic under there, that blue and purple that's under the surface? I'm trying to block the poopy window, but anyway, this is for psychic enhancing too. Lots of other things, but all right, my dear. You're like, stop talking. All right. What spiritual gift can I do that would be good, that you would be good in to make money, my side hustle on the side, to make my side hustle on the side? Okay. We're going to use the Everyday Witch. And what spiritual can I do that I would be good in to make my side hustle on the side? Okay. Well, thank you, Gabriel. Gabriel said, oh, I'm awesome. Thank you. All right, Crystal. What spiritual gift would Crystal be best suited in? There we go. All right. Messy shuffler. There we go. I got it now. All right, let's go. So spiritual gifts. I'm going to do an energy card and do the 3-card spread just like I do. I want to get a read. We might need a little bit of clarification. We'll see what we get and decide then. Okay. So spiritual gifts. We are looking to see what Crystal would be the best suited at in terms of the spiritual nature. All right. So we've got our Queen of Pentacles. So this is kind of, well, our Queen, this is somebody who really is a great planner, likes to kind of, in the context of this question about a spiritual gift, this would be about giving advice to people. Now, spiritual gift, I mean, we're probably looking at, are you thinking, you know, are you psychic? Are you an empath? You know, things like that. I'm not going to be able to tell that. I might be able to see a little bit, but we'll see. But what this is telling me, though, is that what you're doing with your spiritual gift will be to help people plan for things. So obviously, like use tarot as example, you know, or even astrology, you are, you know, helping people see what's coming or what might be coming or what things are looking like, you know. So astrology and tarot come to mind. There are a lot of other divination type of systems like the I Ching and runes and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. But the reason I'm bringing those up is the Queen of Pentacles would be the one to say, I'm going to help you plan it. And now off with you, I'll fly the nest and take the advice or not take the advice, you know, which, you know, clearly that's what we're doing here. Tarot provides advice. Same thing like with the runes or, you know, whatever else. So there's other types of things like crystal work, there's Reiki, there's all kinds of stuff. And so there are other options, but I'm getting more of the let me give you advice column is looking where it's looking like. Okay. So let's see. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So it has something to do with advising people, helping people make their plan, to move on and do whatever it is they need to do. Here's our Eight of Swords. Look at our Eight of Swords. Look at this person not knowing what to do, can't see it, feels tied. But guess what? She can get up. She can stand up and walk out of each of these things. She could literally reach up and pull her and blindfold off, right? She's not trapped. She's afraid to move forward. By giving this person advice, perhaps she'll now have some tools or confidence to be able to make some decisions and move forward. Swords are also about communication. So giving that advice through a communication, modality, obviously speaking in some way or talking on the phone or doing it online or, whatever, but it would involve communication. Yeah, very much so. Now here we have the Sun, and this is about providing people with optimism. So this would be, obviously the cards, and I'm sure the rune, I don't read runes, but and I'm learning about astrology, but I don't know enough yet. So I'm certainly not an astrologist, but they're obviously in the tarot. There are cards that say you might have some bad news, stuff like that sometimes, and sometimes you might, have all positive cards. Sometimes they might all be terrible, and you got to be like, well, watch out for this, watch out for that. But the way you can help this person set up a plan is you saying, well, XYZ is not looking so great. So something you can do to get yourself to the Sun is I have a suggestion, or the cards saying you can do a clarifier. I'm just using tarot because that's what I know. Because, you got to tell the truth, but at the same time, can you throw anything else in that would be helpful? Meaning, this is this, but here is something you might want to consider to get yourself out of that. Does that make sense? And for that, you can use your experience, your intuition, like for example, for me, I used to be a life coach, but I have a degree in psychology. So a lot of that stuff, pulls into the cards for me and into the way I read them and interpret them. I also have a huge sales background. I've also done I've worked everywhere. I swear to God, I've done everything except for medical. I've probably done a little bit of everything. So I have all these experiences in my 51 years of life. So I can always say, you know what, you're looking for a job. It doesn't look like you're going to get that one, but hey, did you ever try to look at this job site for help wanted ads? Do you see what I'm saying? So doing that to help people. And you know why you're doing that to help people? To have optimism, to have hope. You're going here to the 10 of Cups. You're going to help people come together and have that life that they want. That's what our 10 of Cups is all about. It's about Cups is relationships and emotions and love, family, all of that stuff. And who wouldn't want to be, if you're looking, now again, these people may or may not want children and a cat and put picnic and all that, but think about what that stands for, what that represents, that wonderful, well-rounded happiness of your home, whether or not you want to be with somebody or be alone, whichever makes you the most happy, there it is, right? So I am going to pull the outcome card, which will give us, it's not an outcome. So we're going to call it just like the sum up energy. But this is for sure telling me that you're going to want to do something, that you're helping people plan. The things that come to mind, obviously, I would think tarot, but also like astrology or other kinds of divination where you'd be providing readings or advice. Again, some of the things that it probably wouldn't be would be like Reiki. Reiki, you can still give advice, but that's like energy work. That's like, and same thing with crystals. But yeah. So let's do this. We need give us a final energy read on what crystal combs can do. Page of Pentacles. I am sticking with it. This is just confirming it. This is our page. The page brings new messages, new information to people. This is somebody who provides ideas, potential. This is somebody who inspires people. Oh my gosh, Crystal. Yeah. Oh yeah, hun. I'm thinking you would be definitely looking into you. That's where your gift lies. Now, like I said earlier, if you're looking to see what your gifts are in terms of like psychic ability or, your empathic abilities, because there are several different types of empath. That's kind of more of an inner journey, at least for me. And I don't know, you'd have to think about your own experiences and just kind of start looking it up, and then you can zero in. Like if I figure, okay, that's talking more about being an empath, and then you can go read about empaths, and you'd be like, that's not it. Let me look at something else. That's kind of the journey you'll have to go on for that, at least as far as I know. Um, yeah, but looks good. Crystal, start a YouTube channel. Oh, Crystal. Let's see what's going on. Oh, thank you, Gabriel. Wow, lots of great feedback. Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. Well, wonderful. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Yeah, and you've got different life experiences too, and sales and an MT and a Marine. Yes, so varied experiences, right? I've been a waitress all the way to a manager at a big corporate Fortune 100 company. I've done everything in between. I've been a dental assistant. I've sold payroll systems. I've been a life coach. I mean, you name it, I've done it, except for medical. And now that I said that, you'll probably come up. I was not a deep sea diver. I wasn't that. So I guess I can't say I've done everything, but yes, I've done a little bit of everything. I was a job recruiter. I've done a lot. So let's see what we've got. You're welcome, Crystal. You're a dental assistant too. Gabriel, we are connected, my friend. Wow. And you've been you're an EMT and a Marine. Look at you. You've got and you're also a job recruiter. Holy crap. No way. Gabriel, you got to get it. Here you go. Ready? This is for you. Holy crap. Aren't we alike? And it gives you so much experience and so many different perspectives. So yeah, so that's very cool. All right, Batty Lex, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for your donation. Let's see where your question is. All right, we've got Batty Lex up next on deck. And yeah, it totally does, Gabriel. I mean, now obviously, there's so many fake factors at play here, especially when you're reading tarot. I mean, the tarot has meanings, and that's an insight on some point. Exactly, of course, your intuition comes into play and your experience. So you've got the three, and it's important. And some people have developed one skill more than the other. Like maybe you have more experience, but not so much intuition, or the other way. So there's no formula that has to be a certain way, but I'm telling you, all three parts is what makes a good, I mean, I can't speak for everything, but tarot I can. Okay. So Batty Lex, I'm just waiting on you, honey, and I'll do your question. And I agree, Gabriel. I do like Batty Lex's name. So we've got Batty Lex, and it looks like we have Nabila. Thank you so much for your donation. All right, so Batty Lex and Nabila. I got you written down there, honey. So let's see what I was gonna do. Batty Lex. All right, Nabila, you'll be right up next, my dear. All right, let's see what you got here, Batty. CJ wants to fix things, but I've seen him having fun, and a girl was dancing all over him with his friends at Vegas. I don't know what to do. Whoa. All right. So we've got somebody who wants to get back together and work it out. Yet now he's been out and a girl was dancing all over him. So So, yeah. Okay, so let's see what's going on. We're going to use Zombie Tarot. We're going to use Zombie Tarot and see what we can get. So, CJ wants to fix things with Batty Lex. CJ was letting a girl dance all over him. What is this? What is this? What is going on? I don't blame you. I'd be mad too. But you're right. I mean, you know, because you got to think about it from both perspectives. You know, he might be like not knowing what you're going to say or do. And I don't know, out with friends, you know, being like, I don't know if he's a drinker. Not that it's an excuse. I'm not making that at all. But, you know, because you guys aren't official yet, maybe like that peer pressure or that, you know, beer goggles got on. I don't know. And again, that still doesn't make it okay, but you know, that could be why. And that, you know, so let's see. We want, I'm wondering if we're going to see the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords needs to get in, tell people like it is, make it known what is going on, and telling CJ that was not okay, I would think would be important. So let's see what we got. All right, there we go. Let's see what we've got. So let's find out, are you just overthinking and this is nothing and this is just more of a social thing? Or are we looking at somebody who's a player? Wheel of Fortune. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about things kind of coming around. The Wheel of Fortune is always spinning. So when you see this card in a romantic kind of get back together type of question, it can mean like the starting of a new chapter. The Wheel of Fortune is often sometimes about fate or destiny, like it's meant to happen kind of thing. Let's see how that pulls into the rest of our spread, and then we'll get a better idea. All right, so dancing all over him. Was this a problem? Yeah, you know what? It was just for show. Maybe it was for show for his friends. Maybe it was caught up in the moment. And because you might not have made it, or because you have not made it official, you know, that you're exclusive. Not that it, you know, hey man, I get it. But, you know, he might be out with his friends and having fun and out with a few drinks and nothing's technically changed, meaning single status, and it just got swept up in the moment, or was, you know, trying to save face with friends, or maybe, you know, he's just not wanting to close off all of his options yet until he knows what you want to do. That's what I'm getting here from our King of Cups. Our King of Cups is love, emotion, relationships, but our King of Cups is afraid of getting hurt. Our King of Cups does not want to be wrong or to be criticized or to have any of those things happen. So look, this deck does a really good job with the artwork here with the King of Cups. He's hanging out under here watching, you know, I'm just going to see what's going on. In this case, I'm going to see what Batty Lex is doing. Here's CJ sitting under there. Now, how interesting that he's sitting in a chair or somebody come over and be dancing over here. He's just kind of hanging back and waiting to see maybe what you're going to do, or maybe seeing how it's going to develop, you know, your next step. You obviously have had a conversation, otherwise you wouldn't be aware that he wants to fix things, but I think he's waiting. Here we have our Four of Cups. Now, this kind of looks the same. This is talking about somebody, I mean, look at him. He's laying on her lap, just kind of waiting for things, you know. So again, this is all about the waiting and seeing what's going to happen. The Four of Cups, though, this is somebody who does not want to see what's right in front of them. Now, in another context, I would say, you know, well, boy, maybe he's not seeing you right in front of him there. But in this situation, it would say, I don't care about this girl who's right in front of me, right? I don't care about the girl who's right in front of me dancing. I wanted to be with Batty Lex, you know, or I'm interested in Batty Lex. I'm bored of these other girls, including this one who's dancing all over me. Maybe it's fun in the moment, but you know what? Haven't you ever heard that saying, like, you're fun for now, but you're not fun for the long run? And I don't know if that's the right saying, but you know, well, it's not, this is more about sex, but it's, don't, you're not going to buy the cow if you're getting your milk for free. That's a sexual reference, but it's the same, somebody who's just going to come and dance all over everybody and, being like, that's not somebody you want to you do want to hook up. That's not somebody you want to maybe settle down with and have a relationship. That's the hookup person, maybe that's the casual date person. And I'm not saying that to any of you who, hey, I like to dance. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm talking more in general terms and knowing the situation here. Batty Lex is expecting, and, there's a lot of, you can't do, right? Like you just said, you can't go out in Vegas and be whooping it up. You're tired and you have pregnancy. You can't be all drunk and all this. You can't do that either. So yeah, what else? Yes, then girls were all over the guy. Exactly. And especially Vegas. Come on, man. These girls are looking for guys, even if it's not to be with, or even say the guy doesn't have big bucks. You still get free drinks. Come on. You know this, Batty Lex. You still can get it. I used to go out when I was 21, and this is shitty to admit. I kind of feel bad. I would literally go out with like $5 in my pocket and buy my first drink, or if that. Because, when I was probably more like a little mid-20s. But anyway, doesn't matter. People, girls, it's unfortunate, but girls do that, and I feel horrible. Like I would never do that today. But when I'd go, I knew guys were going to buy me drinks. So, that's kind of shitty, like I said, but it is kind of the way it goes. So, honey. I think you are fine. We got the King of Wands on the end. The King of Wands says, let's do this. Let's go get it. This is somebody who wants to keep moving forward. Again, it's the King of Wands. He is awesome. The King and the Queen of Wands are the power couple. This is somebody who is getting it done. He says, go big or go home. Now, I realize that you're expecting, so that's true too. Go big or go home. I know you're pregnant, but let's do this. Let's get back together, or let's explore this. Or, we got a whole nother level of our relationship now. There's a baby coming. So, yeah, absolutely. Oh, honey, I think it looks good. Let's pull the outcome. Let's just pull the outcome. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll get to you, Nabila. Go ahead and drop your question there, Nabila. Okay, so here is the outcome energy. Ooh, wrong way. All right, 9 of Wands. So this is talking about burden. The 9 of Wands is, now in this case, obviously it's zombie themed, so it's clearly zombies. But the traditional imagery shows a man carrying all these wands on his back. And it looks like, oh man, that's gotta be heavy. Well, it is heavy, but the point of the card is he's making it. It's called the Burden of Success card. The Burden of Success. That's exactly what we're talking about. So what this is saying is this might be a little bit of work, and there might be a little bit of burdens that you're going to be shouldering, while you're either A, getting back together, or B, trying to figure it out. But, it's definitely with success in the end. So your reward is the success. So that looks good, Batty Lex. All right. Awesome. Well, I'm going to put this away and get the next. Wow, Gabriel, you're doing so awesome. And Gabriel, I'm making you a moderator right now. You are now a moderator. Thank you so much for your work in the chat. Whenever you're available and stopping by, I've made you a moderator now so that you can help out and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry, I got distracted. You're very welcome, Batty Lex. All righty. So we're looking for Nabila, which I think I might have seen something. I see it. All right, I got it up there. So thank you, Nabila. Is there a return between Sabri and me? All right, so let's find out. All right, I am going to all right. I'm going to wrap up donations right now. I do have to be watching the time. I do have one more reading with Nabila, which is what I'm doing next. I don't know if anybody else donated. Let me check my PayPal, and then I'll let you know what the list is, and that's going to be the final list because I do need to jump off. Let me go here. I got to go back into my PayPal. It's shut off, of course. All right, so we've got Natural Beauty. I just did that one. Okay, good. All right, so it looks like, let me get back here. All right. Anybody else who donated, please let me or one of my moderators know. I do not see any other donations after Nabila. So please let me know. And yeah, let me know. I don't see anything else in my PayPal, and I don't see anybody else saying they donated. Sometimes my PayPal lags. So let me know, or one of the moderators know. Gabriel is my new moderator, and I have a couple others that were here. I'm not sure if Jane J or Kiss JG are still here, but all right. So let's get going on Nabila. This is going to be my last one. Let me put up my new banner. Donations are closed. Where did it go? There we go. There it is. All right. So Nabila, let's go. Is there a return between me and Sabri? Let's see. We're going to use the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. Mystic Dreamer. Woo! Aren't these backs cool? Aren't they awesome? I trimmed them. I trimmed these. So the ones with borders, the actual cards, I mean, with their borders, I think I did a flip through. I might not have. I don't know if I did with this one or not. I don't remember. Well, anyway, I don't remember. But I cut the borders off. All right, so Nabila, is there a return? Is there a reconciliation between Sabri and Nabila? All right. Hi, Gabriel. Yes, I see your question. I can definitely schedule a private reading. You know what? We can do it through the StreamYard platform like you see it now, except for we'd be kind of like split screen, and we could do it one-on-one. With those, I find those difficult because timing doesn't always match up, and I find that it's hard to schedule. But I can do them. They are not recorded. And I also offer a recorded reading, which obviously is recorded. And I can provide you with a link to a private video that you can watch at your leisure. And, so totally up to you. And like I said, scheduling is always a problem. I know we're all on different time zones, and I obviously am doing my show, and there's not a specific ending time. So I run into issues that way, but, it's hard to line up times. But let me know. Let me know what you would prefer. My email is in my description. All right, Vicky's Intuitive Tarot. I did see you come on early, and you donated. So I will go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and obviously I'll honor your donation. Thank you. Thank you. So, but we are closed now after Vicky. Okay, Vicky. Let's see. Do I do phone readings? I have not. I can, but I have not. I've never, I don't say I've never done them, but I always wanted to kind of show the cards. Vicky, we got you. We got you. I'm going to go ahead and stick you in there, okay? But that is it, guys. After I'm doing Nabila and then Vicky. And Nabila is like, all right, stop talking and do my reading. We'll talk offline, Gabriel, because I can explain, and I'm not opposed to doing phone readings. I don't usually like them because you can't see the cards yourself, because I like to try to show you what I'm seeing and what I'm getting, and so it makes sense I used to hate it when I'd go get readings and I'd walk away going, well, okay, I learned absolutely nothing and I don't even remember what my question was. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that kind of reader. All right, Nabila, Sabri, what's going on with the reconciliation for you two? All right, so let us get on here. Is our energy, and this is, whoa, and this is our spread. Okay, look at those cards. Isn't that awesome? That looks so cool. All right, here's our energy about your reconciliation. We've got the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is kind of about being, feeling like you can't move, but it's all because of being trapped in your own mind by your own thoughts, your own fears. This is the energy that the cards are picking up on for this question. So, I'm not sure whether this is something that you are doing or maybe Sabri, but very clearly this is some kind of about being trapped by, it's self-imposed, a self-imposed, like feeling frozen, Let's see what else we've got, and we'll see how it pulls in. So we're looking at a reconciliation. We're hoping for that. So right now, what I'm seeing is I'm not thinking that's happening right now. We've got our 5 of Pentacles. Our 5 of Pentacles talks about being kept out, being shut out and not wanting to open that door. It's also, talking about relying on your friends because your friends will always be there for you. So that might just be a little, little advice there, a little bit of sunshine to tell you, where you can get some help. But this is talking about being shut out and being kind of trapped here by your own thoughts. That's a double trap. We've got our Queen of Wands again. Our Queen of Wands is awesome. Again, like I said, she's number one. She knows how to get things done. This is picking up for you, honey. You got to remember, I know you're asking this question, but what you got to remember is you got to brush yourself off and get back out there. You are the Queen of Wands. You are the Queen of Wands, my friend. The Queen of Wands is charming. She's smart. Everybody loves this person. She knows how to get stuff done. She is somebody who has magnetism. People just really gravitate toward her. She's successful. You got to get back out there and be the Queen of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles next to the Queen of Wands is talking about success. This is my favorite. That's my favorite word to say when we're talking about the 9 of Pentacles. Success. The 9 of Pentacles is also talking about a reward for your accomplishments. So things that you've been working on, whether or not that's personal growth, things that you've been doing like that, or, actually physically, working on with somebody else. Maybe you've already started the ball rolling, the keeping back out, being kept out. That's why I'm saying that, and when it's partnered with this. But let's get a couple throwdowns, okay? Let's get a couple throwdowns and make sure that this is right. So this is not the energy. This is our, well, it is, but it's not the energy card. This is our throwdown card. We want to know, please just give me a little bit clearer. It's pretty clear, though. Give me some more clarification, please. Is there a reconciliation? Okay. Well, this is celebrating with friends. So they're celebrating with friends. Are we celebrating with friends because we got back together? Moving through without danger. So that's good. Why is our 5 of Pentacles here? Who's being kept out? 10 of Wands. It's work is keeping them. Okay. All right. I got an idea. All right. Work or something in Sabri's regular everyday physical life is a lot of burden right now. Can you see that? It's a lot of burden right now. So, that's what's keeping him from reaching out or getting things going. So this isn't about keeping you out. This is more about what's keeping this from happening. So I'm glad we did clarifiers. That's why clarifiers sometimes are so helpful. Anyway, I'm still going with that on this. But as far as the return, I am seeing that there is some success there and some reason to be optimistic about that. We've got our Moon card, which talks about walking through the danger and not getting hurt. not getting hurt because you're walking through the danger. The moon is watching you. So the danger, now danger doesn't have to be dramatic, like, oh my God, there's a wolf sitting outside my house ready to get me. No, it doesn't have to be like that kind of danger, but it can be like through the pitfalls. Guess what I'm thinking those pitfalls are? Your own thoughts, the things you're worried about, your baggage. Maybe it's Sabri's baggage. Maybe it's your baggage together. Maybe you're afraid it's going to repeat. But I see that right now, this is not happening right now because this person is very much busy doing something. It has to do with work, really feeling kind of overloaded about it. We got to get the energy of the outcome first. Before I go any further. The energy of the outcome is the cut card. Let's go. All right. So we've got our Knight of Wands. Notice how awesome that is. We have our Queen of Wands and now we have our Knight. So I do think, yes, I do think there is a return possible. The Knight of Wands is all about energy, passion, action, fire. He makes things happen. Knights are always about new information, new change. So I do think there is a very good possibility. I think you are really stuck in your head. This spread is the tarot telling you to be careful not to be carrying your troubles with you back into this relationship. You need to address whatever baggage you might have built up, whether that's your own personal baggage or the baggage as a couple. So, so that needs to happen, and something's keeping him out right now, something that's making him, right now it's not happening, but the potential is there, but right now it's busy, keeping it shut out and carrying all those wands. Wow. Woo! Almost dropped my cards. Wow. Well, that sounds like some good advice. I mean, very solid, gives you something to think about, also to look forward to, but also some ideas about what you might want to work on to keep that positivity going, Woo. You're very welcome. Good luck, hon. All right. Thank you so much for your donation, Nabila. Now we've got Vicky's Intuitive Tarot, and this is my last question for today. And we will, let's see, where am I? Gabriel, yes, I can do it through this platform. I send you a link. We don't have to do it, obviously, not in live in front of everybody, but I will, I can send you a private link, and then just you and I would be on. It would be exactly like you're seeing, but it would be like cut in half. I'd be on the left, you'd be on the right. And then otherwise, I can do it recorded. So whatever you would prefer. If you have your heart set on the phone, I can try that as well. So it's not I'm not opposed, but I've just never done it. And the reason, because I can't show the cards. All righty. Let's see Vicky's Intuitive Tarot. Welcome to the blue team. You're right. The blue team. All right. So let's find Vicky's question. I thought I saw you write it. If not, go ahead and start writing it on the bottom there. How have you been, Vicky? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been doing some fun stuff and getting stuff done. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let me go to the bottom. Blue team for the win. You got it, Gabriel. Oh, here's your question. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I have to let my dog out. This is why these long shows sometimes are hard for me. Hang on. All right, sorry about that. My dog was not going to wait. I did the one finger like, just a minute, and he was like, not having it. He says, I'm the boss, you're not, you're my keeper. Vicky, all right, let me get that pen out of here. What's coming next in love for me and Wiki Torians? Okay, let's find out. Let's find out. We're going to use the deviant moon. No, we're not. We're going to use the crow. Woo! We're going to use the Crow Tarot. For Wiki, for you and Wiki, you're both Taurus. Okay. I like the way it sounds. Wiki, Torier. I can't even say it now. Man, oh man, my tongue-tied. And Vicky, I know you do tarot, obviously by your name. Look at this cool stone I just got. It is called dumortierite. Oh, I'm not even showing you. And it's for divine inspiration, psychic ability, inner guidance, memory retention, prophetic vision, and spiritual insight. What a cool stone to have. If you are into crystals and stones, I thought maybe you'd like that, since I know you're into more of the spiritual things with your intuitive tarot. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. What's coming next in love for you and Wiki? Hey, Rose. Yeah, thanks for coming. This is my last question for today, honey. Thank you, though, but I'd love to see you next time. All right, Vicky, what's coming next in love for you and Wiki? Now, Wiki, is that a nickname or is that the real name? Both of you are Taurus. Thanks, Rose. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I get a little bit wishy-washy brain when I do I've been doing tarot now for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I love it, love it, love it. Don't get me wrong, but nonstop, like no break, no, and my brain, well, first of all, physically I get a little tired. My voice went out last week, but I also, I want to be sharp for you guys. And I know I went 3 and 4 hours last week and I was dying, and I just want to make sure that I want to be sharp, I want to give you good readings. So, plus I also have some house stuff to attend to, and I can't do 4-hour shows. He is Wycliffe, Vicky, and Wiki. Oh, I love it. Wycliffe, Vicky, and your Wiki. Oh, I love it. You're Vicky and Wiki. Victoria. You're funny. Okay, perfect. What's coming up in love? All right, we've got our 4 of Cups. This is the energy for the entire spread. This is talking about not seeing what's right in front of you, that kind of a thing. It's talking about, maybe needing to jazz some things up. Sometimes, we get into that little bit of a, what do you call it? Like a smooth patch where it does not good, not bad, but yeah, that kind of a thing. And maybe you need to just kind of jazz it up a bit, or maybe think of something out of the box, think out of the box. I hate when people say that, but I just did. Think of something new to do, or something exciting, something that you don't even need to, with Corona, obviously. So it's not like you need to go to some, 5-star, bazillion-dollar restaurant, or go buy a new car. You don't have to do something all that dramatic. You could do something, but it looks like maybe you want to jazz it up a bit, maybe insert some spontaneity. All right, so God, I can't talk. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I'm tripping on my words. Okay, so you might want to insert some spontaneity, like I said. Here we have our 6 of Swords. Now, the 6 of Swords is all about kind of, it's the beginning of a journey. It's working together, kind of guiding one another to the other side. It's also kind of a warning about not taking the baggage with you, So it's a smooth ride. It's a gentle ride. It's also kind of a little slow ride. Maybe that's why it needs to be jazzed up a little bit, because things are slow. So it's not bad, but it's just a little bit slow. So, it's this one here is our King of Swords. This talks about, You know, our king is typically somebody who kind of pulls back on emotions, someone who's emotionally detached. The King of Swords in most of the traditional imagery, now obviously this is a crow deck, but it's usually wearing armor, you know, meaning nothing's going to get past me. I'm going to make, you know, I'm going to move forward and nothing's going to throw me off my track. What have you had going on lately that maybe perhaps this personality is pulling into Wiki? Wiki, are you guys now? Okay, let me see. Let me see. You got the Four of Cups too, and you had an argument. I'm bored. Oh, there we go. We're picking up on that here then. Yes. Okay. So maybe I was going to ask if you had potentially been had some unresolved things that I physically or not physically. What's the word? Actively arguing about, or things that you might have argued about in the past that you perhaps haven't addressed. There does look to be some baggage. It looks like things are kind of going like this, like bored, like meh, you know. I don't see like huge fire, passion. You know, we don't have any wands here or anything like that. So I don't see like a lot of heat or anger. But I do see kind of like that slow boredom. You know, our Four of Cups is definitely saying that. King of Swords is where we pull back the emotions like I described. And then we've got our Seven of Pentacles here. So the Seven of Pentacles is all about kind of needing to have patience and, you know, sometimes having doubts too. Like, oh, I don't know if this is going, you know, it's not knowing for sure where you're going. I think, are you guys feeling kind of stagnant right now? You mentioned you're having some arguments. Let's do a throwdown and we're going to see, give us some more insight, please. What's going on with Vicky and Wiki? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You got the Four of Swords. Okay, this is a time to kind of refocus. There's a lot of things saying this here. I think Wiki is being a little bit emotionally detached or is not really saying what he means when he needs to. That's for sure. If it had been the Queen, I would have been like, woo, boy, but it's the King. King pulls back. He is still strong. He's still powerful, but he definitely pulls back his emotions. He just wants to get out there, right? So we've also got our six of swords, and now we've got our Four of Swords. Look at that. We got 3 swords. That's all about communication. So it looks like, you know, communication might help you guys. You're saying that you're bored too. So, you know, maybe getting on board with this. Remember what I said about jazzing it up. Refocus objectives. That's what our 4 is all about with swords. Refocusing. This is a time to reflect, relax, and rejuvenate and refocus. Refocus what's going on. Maybe getting, I mean, I'm assuming you want to keep things going with Wiki. I mean, if this obviously, you know, it sounds like it, or you wouldn't be asking the question as the way you did, but I see that it's kind of, somebody's sticking firm to what they say. That might be why you're arguing. Maybe Wiki's stubborn, but there is the boredom. There is kind of feeling I'm not seeing right in front of my face. Here's the slow ride together, carrying your baggage, you know, that kind of a thing. And then here's the doubts, the worries. And then I said, give us some more. And it's saying rest, relax, refocus. You see, I'm using my voice of boredom and droopy drawer voice. Okay. So, all right. Well, what's coming next? What's coming next in love? Let's just get a clarifier, and then we're going to pull the outcome energy. Woo! We got the 8 of Wands. This is all about brace for change. Ooh, okay. I think some changes are coming. I think the tarot is asking you, though, to definitely kind of reflect and see. You mentioned that you're bored. So, you know, this is about maybe trying to refocus. You refocus where you're going with this, your energy with that. And then I asked, you know, give me one more. What's coming next? Is this happening? And we got the brace for change. I said, what's next? And it said brace for change. So I think if you do the work, you know, that there is something new. Let's go on one more. We got to get one more. What is this change? Is it positive or negative? I'm assuming positive, but maybe we should find out. Oh, yeah, you got the Sun. All right. So, yeah, I think that it looks good. I think that, You just got to get, kind of do a little reflection. It looks like some boredom. It looks like somebody's being a little bit digging their heels in, like, me, I'm right. But yeah, there's so many that are saying, you're bored and you got to refocus and take a step back. But here's the positivity: brace for change, and there is your outcome. So let's just do the outcome energy though, because we did not. Let's see. Oh boy, we got the moon for your outcome energy. All right, that's about, using your intuition. That's about not, it's about mystery, not quite knowing. But you know what the moon is? The moon pulls you through the danger because the moon is the stronger force, right? It's about knowing it's going to be okay, knowing you're going to work through the weird little crab coming out and the dogs coming out barking at you. You can walk through the buildings and get right there to your moon. So you might have some stuff, but nothing's going to affect you. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be fine. Yeah, I think you're going to be fine, my friend. All right. Well, that looks good, Vicki. Well, thank you so much for that donation. I almost don't want to leave because I'm enjoying talking with you so much. I've got Gabriel. I'm so glad you found the channel. You said, let me see. Reading with play. Wow, you're reading for 8 hours every day. You were, oh my God, you made the boot camp yourself. Wow, you must have been exhausted. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Well, yes, we can do it through here, Gabriel. Send me an email. My email is in my description of the show here. It's Modern Priscilla Tarot, all one word, at yahoo.com. We can set something up. I'm happy to do a phone reading. Maybe since you have experience with that, maybe I like it and I don't even know it. The only reason I resisted it was because, like I said, I like to be able to show the cards. I like to talk through the reading like that. So maybe that's just one of my style quirks. I don't know. But, I do it through there, through here, StreamYard, or I can do it recorded and post it for you on a private link. But I think we already kind of got an idea of what you might like to do. So go ahead and shoot me an email. You're welcome, honey. You're very, very welcome. I hope that helped. All right. Well, thanks so much, my friends. I am going to get ready to wrap it up. Welcome to you, Gabriel. I'm so happy you found the channel, and thank you so much for joining the Blue Crew with Vicki and Jane J and Kiss JG, of course. I have several others too. Whenever you guys can be here, I love it. And when you are here, you guys do such a great job. There is never any pressure, and I'm always so thrilled to see you when you can come. So please, thank you again. Let me know. Send me an email. Let me get rid of that. There we go. All right, guys, check out my pick a card. I did a new pick a card today. It's on my pick a card playlist there on my channel. Take a look. Gotta say it every day, you guys. Be careful out there. There are germs. Don't get any germs. All right. You guys have a great rest of the day. I'll be looking for your email, Gabriel, and I'll see the rest of you tomorrow.